1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Future Retro. I'm Aaron Kirby, your host, and this is not Miss 5000 Watts.
What?
It's true. It's been 3 times we've tricked you, once with Joe, once with Zach, and now with Cheryl, or you guys might know her as Mainframe from Shadowrun Corporate Sins Wednesday nights here on Hyper RPG. And we have our guest here, Paul.
Hello?
You're gonna remember it. It was Buff Choir Boy.
Yep.
It was Buff. It was Cut Singer.
Cut Singer, you got it.
Cut Singer. Paul Cut Singer, guys. Welcome, Paul. You are here with the Alexa.
Yeah, that's right.
With the Echo, the Alexa. I sound like such an old
Like the
person.
wireless and the
Yeah.
and the
Yeah, the Wi-Fi in here. We're here with the Echo here today, guys. It's gonna be really fun. We have a whole smorgasbord of things to talk about, and we're gonna be asking it real stupid questions. We're gonna ask it really smart questions. We're gonna make it do stuff for us. We're gonna make it turn off the lights. We're gonna have the chat ask it questions, and it's gonna be good. But
And
first,
I'm going to show off my skill that I wrote because, fun fact, I'm not just Mainframe, but I actually work on the Amazon Echo during the day.
fact, we've hidden the smart in Mainframe, and now we're exposing it. And now,
Are you saying Mainframe isn't smart? Because then we might have to have some words.
no, I just misspoke.
Okay.
That's not what I
Well,
said.
then we're fine.
Well,
We're
that is
fine.
technically what I said. But first, we're going to do the trailer roundup. We don't have Ms. 5000 Watts here, so I want you guys to vote on both of these to see which one is the best. First, we're going to show you this one, which Zach just showed how much he hated it because he is scared of what it'll do to his life.
A few days out in the wasteland, and it's time to kick back at home. My home. Made my way. One thing about humans, we keep trying to destroy this planet. And the planet just won't let us. Life always finds a way.
Just built a peacock.
Time to use this century's advanced technology to my own advantage. To hell with all this radiation. Nothing says home like corrugated metal and loose live wires. Hey, it's comfortable. Never said it was safe.
Purposely never got
Look,
into this feature.
I don't always play by the
Fear
rules.
of what it
Mostly because out here in the Commonwealth, there are no rules.
That was horrifying.
In this harsh new world, you may not be able to stop the nightmares,
It kills me.
but you can control them.
She cussed and cried and said I'd lied. She wished that I was dead.
So you can create cat cages.
What? So, maybe I get lonely sometimes. Capturing them is fun, but letting them out? Hell yeah. That's right. Entertain me. Sometimes it feels like everything in the Commonwealth wants to kill you. Are they threats? Nah. Decorations.
Taxidermy.
I never was the type to want my name up in lights. But sometimes you just need to advertise.
All right, available when?
April 12th.
Nice.
April 12th, next week, right? That's 7 days from now.
That's
Aaron's
horrible. It's wonderfully horrible.
right. It's
Oh,
fantastic.
I'm glad that we kept our grasp of the English language. We can still spell cat. Even after the
After
bones
so
have
many,
dropped,
we
can
still have an idea
spell
of wanting a
cat.
domesticated cat. Like that's like there's so much nuclear fallout. They're like, I just need a kitty in my life.
A spiky, horrifying kitty.
Yes. And the next one is called The Bunker, which I might have to explain because it's a real weird idea, but it's very, very cool. You guys are gonna see it and you're like, that looks like a movie.
So it's like cut scene, choose your own adventure. Is
Yeah,
that what's
but
going
is
on?
it like Myst but death?
See, that's what I don't know, because what I read, they haven't really gone into it. It's no CGI
Okay.
at all. It's all
So
live
that was
action.
a real baby. Is that even legal?
I don't know. I just want to know if that was real barf. It was black barf.
That
I'm
was
not sure.
It was probably.
It wasn't a lot of
chocolate
substance in the book. We shouldn't talk much about barf as I want to talk about. But yeah, it's a live action game. That's just the teaser, so I'm sure we're going to see a lot. I couldn't find any other information on how it's going to be played.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I'm most interested in because.
syrup. No gameplay. It could you just yell
Well,
at
think
it.
about it in
Yeah.
VR.
Oh God.
I'm not sure if that, but it said it's coming to consoles, it's coming to PC, it's coming to mobile, so VR is right there, right?
Right.
It'll be fun. Chat, now you guys get to vote on if you guys played Fallout 4 Workshop, I already forgot the second part of the name, or The Bunker. So start the vote, vote 1, vote 2, figure it out. Did you guys play Fallout? You played Fallout.
Oh yeah, lots of Fallout.
What type? How much Fallout did you play? Let's get into the nitty gritty.
About a third of what my son played. Like he was nuts.
Oh wow! So his is like 300 hours.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
maybe an eighth, maybe a tenth.
Oh wow!
He's into it.
How about
I'm
you?
about like 110 hours.
How'd you play? What's your style when you play Fallout?
I just go for the death.
I'm big into
run in.
bats. I
You're big into bats.
Yeah, I'm big into just picking off 5 enemies at once. A little bit of sniper rifle action, but not too much. Yeah.
I'm a sniper. I'm a long range, and then I'll stab people really close. Like I'm like an elf.
So are you the guy that runs
you're
up
rogue.
close with the sniper gun and still can hit you?
Yes.
That's brutal. I
Yeah,
hate
it's
that.
it's super brutal
That's the
because
worst.
then, yeah, you don't even have the scope. You're just like,
Yeah,
you're done.
yeah.
my
that's the
pistol
worst.
and we're fine.
Yeah, no, I love Fallout. Fallout. I was telling Zach, I purposely got rid of it because I saw that, and I was like, it's time. It's time to
That's
cut
a
the
lot
cord.
of self-control. Like I was.
There's other games I wanna
awed
play.
by that.
And I can't play other games if I have Fallout just reigniting that flame. I've got Uncharted.
Whoever
to
voted
play.
Pokemon, you're my favorite.
Is Pokemon the winner?
Officially my favorite.
All right, let's see what the polls closed as. Fallout. Oh, you guys are got a lot of luck with the bunker.
Even not
Really?
knowing how Bunker is played, like
It was a cool trailer.
it was definitely a cool trailer.
It had some really noticeable people in it.
And it had that screechy sound that just kind of increases in pitch the whole time, which is a great tactic.
is
If you
terrifying.
need to increase tension, like in a
It's
business
terrifying
meeting,
as
just
possible.
start that sound.
I thought the Fallout would have won by a landslide. It barely won.
And the winner is, oh wow, that is the closest one we've ever had, and the first time that I won. I actually won this one, which is great. I won last week, but I beat myself, so that's fine. Yeah, you can play Fallout forever. Now let's talk. Let's get into the nitty gritty, guys. Let's get into this. The Amazon Echo.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
Well, so there's two parts to it. There's the devices, like an Echo, and then there's Alexa, which is the platform. And that's who you talk to.
So this is the Echo. Alexa is the spirit.
Yes,
There you
that's
go.
a great way to think of it.
There you
She's
go.
the soul of the devices.
Alexa, hello.
Hi there.
So you can do all sorts of things. Like you come down in the morning, she's sitting in your kitchen. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What did one eye say to the other eye? Between you and me, something smells.
Ah, because the nose.
You got
'Cause the
it,
nose
right,
smells.
right.
I got that one.
You can do, like, Alexa, what's the weather in Redmond, Washington? You can do flash news briefings. Oh, Alexa, what's the weather?
Right now in La Jolla, it's 80 degrees with intermittent clouds.
In La Jolla.
Throughout the day, you can expect more of the same, with a high of 80 and a low of 60.
That's where I
Paul was
over the
traveling
weekend.
this weekend.
That's where I was this
That's
weekend.
awesome.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful
good.
place.
She said she has a different good morning greeting every day. I don't know what today's was, so let's see. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. April marks the 20th anniversary of the movie Fargo. Ask me to tell you a Fargo movie quote. Yeah, sure. You betcha.
She just went Canadian on us.
It's awesome. Yeah, and so you can do things like play music in the morning. Alexa, play Baby Metal on Pandora. Because that's what you do in the morning.
Getting Baby Metal Radio from Paul's Pandora account.
What is be- You're just like brushing your teeth.
Alexa, stop. My favorite one out of those songs is when she starts with chocolate. She's like, oh, chocolate!
Can you play that one?
No, it's just Pandora. It's Pandora.
Oh, it's Pandora. Okay.
Right. So anyway,
awesome.
you can get news briefs. You can read your Audible books to you. play games, all sorts of different things.
We use it a lot in the kitchen for. That's another thing
Yep,
we do
yep.
a lot of is setting timers. Alexa, set a timer for 5. Alexa, set a timer for 5 seconds.
5 seconds, starting now.
How often do you need a 5-second timer? Like all the time, really? Just to let yourself know that time is still passing. And it went off. Alexa, stop.
Another good one is Alexa, roll a 20-sided dice. Alexa, roll a 20-sided die.
I rolled a 20-sided die and got 19.
Hey, critical. That's a critical, right?
20s.
Oh,
It's really
I'm
good.
learning.
She just didn't like. She wasn't like.
Or
it was
Alexa, roll 4 6-sided dice.
Oh.
I rolled 4 dice and got 1, 5, 6, and 5 for a total of 17.
Hey, Alexa.
Oh, go ahead.
Alexa, roll 7 2-sided die.
Oh, interesting.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
Hey, Alexa, flip a coin 3 times.
Heads.
Oh, okay.
Well, she just.
She's just
It
like,
was
shut
heads
up,
all
you.
the time. It's fine.
Someone in chat, by the way, just said that their Alexa's responding to
That's
what
awesome.
you're saying.
It's a power that needs to be used responsibly.
So it's like an ultimate home assistant.
Yep. And her abilities expand ever constantly because she has her own equivalent of an app store, which is skills, which is one of the things.
Yeah,
that's really exciting.
so right, there's the Echo, which is one device.
One device,
And then the
yeah.
platform Alexa, and she's on a variety of other devices. So here's an Amazon Tap, which is a smaller version that's portable.
And why don't we show you guys? So this just came out last week.
Yep.
The Amazon Tab. Like there are only a few of these out there right now, and we were
Unopened.
unopened until
Breaking the
now.
seal.
What?
Look at this.
What? There's 2 labels. Oh, it's so secure. Whoosh.
None more black.
Brr, brr, brr. It says Amazon on the box. It's got some more, but it's certified frustration-free packaging. So,
Oh, look at
just tear that off.
Right when I saw the first strip of tape, I was like, we're in for it.
We're-
We're just going to be ripping
Note
this
the
thing
complete
apart.
lack of scissors. What? Oh, it's blue on the inside, and so the
beautiful.
Tap is a wireless Bluetooth speaker.
I've got a quick question here. Alexa, what is the airspeed of an unladen swallow?
That depends if it's an African or a European swallow.
Okay, keep going.
So there's the Tap, and right here. And it comes with a little dock. Again, no scissors.
take the
I'm
plastic.
impressed.
Oh, yeah, rip that plastic right off.
Rip it off. It's not as exciting as bubble wrap, but it'll do.
You slide it, push it on the bottom, and push
Yeah,
it.
yeah, like
that.
one of those yogurt pops. Oh yeah, it
Want
totally
some
works that
push
way.
pop?
Ta-da! And it's got play and pause and volume controls on the top. It's got power and a line. It's a line out, right?
That's right.
Okay. Or so.
And you can pair your phone to it if you want to play like a music box.
Speaker?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And it has a little charging dock that it sits on.
Oh, wonderful. That's minimal.
Okay, well, now the difference between this guy
That's what I was
and
about
the
to ask.
Echo is that Echo uses what we call far-field microphone technology, and so you notice when we talk to it, we don't need to stand next to it, and we're not pushing any buttons when we talk to it. Alexa, where is Ray?
Ray is mastering the force for the power of good.
And so there's actually 7 microphones around this, and if you I'm gonna hold it forward, you can say Alexa again. I'll say Alexa. Alexa. So it looks at me, and if you say it,
Alexa.
looks at you. So the idea is the 7 microphones are doing echo reduction, far field voice recognition, beam forming technology to get it all like lined up.
How far is Farfield?
25 feet.
So, like, okay. So if I go back here.
Yep.
Hey, Alexa. Where was Matthew McConaughey born?
Matthew McConaughey was born in Uvalde, Texas.
Oh, good for him.
All right, all right.
Sweet. So you can truly do it from anywhere in your house. So you could be in the kitchen and you could be in your bedroom and just like shout like, "Hey!"
Right.
Sweet.
Yeah. The idea, generally, you want if you can see it, it works. That kind of a thing. So put it in the kitchen. You come downstairs. You come in the living room. Whatever. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
And
so
now the
that's
difference
2.
is
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
a far field device, and the Tap is our first sort of near field portable device. And so when you want to talk to the tap, you just hold down the microphone button. It's not set up yet, so it won't respond to me. And then there's LEDs inside the front of the device like so I can see whether she's listening or not. But it's a slightly different technology than the beam-forming Echo.
Right.
So you'd have to grab it.
So you do have to
Yeah,
grab
you have
it.
to pick it up,
grab
and
it,
push the button on the
and
front.
tap it.
Right.
And then what would the price difference between these two be? How much does this one retail?
That's 129.
This is
179.
179.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
then there's another one.
The dot.
Yeah,
The dot.
the dot, which I was just reading about this morning. This looks awesome.
The dot is the same far field technology that sits inside this, but without all the speaker technology built into the bottom of
Right. It actually
the
turns
Echo.
out that all of this is speaker
Oh, really? From like
Yeah.
this down?
from
Yes.
just below the volume knob down is all speaker.
Oh, and that's how you volume knob it?
Yeah. So you can turn the volume there, so you can see. I
Oh,
can
neato.
see what the volume is, or I can say, Alexa, volume 3, and it'll set it to 3.
Is it on a scale of like 1 to 10?
1 to 10.
1 to 10? Okay.
So the dot is even smaller than these other two guys, and again, this one has even less packaging to deal with. It's magical.
Look how small that is.
Look how cute it is. Ta-da!
Can I take it?
Yeah, go
Take a peek at
play
this?
with it.
I'm gonna take this out of the plastic, right?
Yeah.
Do it.
Sweet. So, well, if there's no speaker in this, how does it communicate?
Well, there is a speaker, but it's more like a bedside speaker.
Right.
Oh,
it's a
okay,
bit
so
more like
it's
an alarm
little
clock
nightstand.
speaker.
Yeah, she can talk. Or
Oh,
you
neato.
can Bluetooth pair it to your own speaker system.
and I see
and
you
that's
have
the
an
idea.
out here, which you
And
can
there's an
also,
out,
so
yeah.
like if I have
Or
a
you
sound
can
bar.
even use
That's
an
right. There's a
actual-
3.5 mini plug or USB pairing. I'm sorry, Bluetooth pairing.
So this guy is designed for hooking up to an existing speaker you already have. If that's something you want, you
Yep.
can start playing all of that Prime Music or Pandora through an existing speaker.
There you go.
And it takes up way less space. So this guy has one of these. And it has a couple of cables. Like that one. And so now there's a happy little family. And the one we're not showing here, the other device that has Alexa in it is of course the Fire TV.
I've got those.
Oh, you've got
so,
them there.
like the tap, these are push to talk. So if you see here on the remote, there's a microphone, and this is the Fire TV. So you can say things like, normally with just the Fire TV, you can say, find me all the PG-13 princess movies or whatever,
Okay.
which you should always do.
Yeah,
right.
right. That's,
Just general.
that's my genre. I don't have to ask because I already know.
You already know them. Okay, good.
Encyclopedia PG-13 princess movies.
But then you can also ask Alexa whatever you might want to ask. And so that's got the game controller, the Fire TV, and the microphone for that, or the remote microphone. And then there's the Fire TV stick,
Oh, awesome.
which is similar, but
That's
now
everything.
yeah, but that's just an HDMI. You just plug it into your HDMI port on your TV, and then it's also got the voice remote.
And look, you can even access Twitch on it.
You can.
Of course.
Crazy.
That's how I use
course.
Twitch at home.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
watch,
on Twitch all the time there. They've added a bunch of new features recently too, where you can chat and all that kind of thing.
Oh, really? Can you? Okay, that was what my next question was going to be.
Yep.
You're so smart. There we go. I'll put this back over
You
here.
can see all your favorites, quickly jump to them. It's pretty nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And what do we got over here now?
Okay, so those were one set of devices. Now, there's also Alexa is a platform. She can be put on all sorts of devices. So here's a Raspberry Pi, for example. It's like a little miniature computer. It's got USB ports on it. You can plug this into a monitor, hook keyboards up to it, the whole
Wait,
thing.
this is what's... So I'm not familiar with what a Raspberry Pi is.
Yeah.
Could
so,
you explain?
Yeah, this is like a little miniature Hacker Delight computer. It's got a little HDMI. You put a monitor on it, put some keyboard on it, start building stuff. And they build all sorts of little Internet of Things kinds of devices. Super cheap computer.
Oh, wow.
And you could put Alexa onto this.
Holy
So
moly.
you could hook this up. Like I've seen a
She
hack
won't
where
move 25 feet away, but it's
it's a push
something
to
you
touch.
can do at home.
So I saw an example of a hack where somebody built a magic mirror, like you would imagine out of Disney,
Oh, cool.
and you would say, Alexa, tell me the weather today, and they had a monitor behind a one-way mirror,
Yeah.
and then it would light up. So it normally looks like a mirror, but then when the monitor comes on, you could see the weather, the temperature, and then they use this to sort of power the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
And then all sorts of companies are putting Alexa onto their devices. So you'll see it in cars, you'll see it on toys.
That was my
all sorts of
first
things.
question was cars.
Yeah, sure.
Is that something that's available now, or is that something that's coming available?
Nothing available now. There was a demo at CES where Ford's interested in building something. So
Ford
and
seems perfect
they're
for
not there's all kinds of opportunities out there.
Yeah, it's very cool. And so
And that's what we want. We want it's a sort of an open platform. We want lots of folks to come join Alexa and help
That's right.
help get her spirit out there.
And so as a part of all that, it's open to developers. So it's not just what we build, it's what developers build. And that's part of the reason that we make sure that people can put Alexa wherever they want to. Hardware manufacturers, but also software developers. So all of web services or Internet of Things can be controlled through Alexa. So that's what all this represents here. This is a Wink home automation system, and there's a that's the hub.
Oh, okay.
And that would sort of control the lights and the light switches and the power in your house. And then those are examples of the fixtures that you would add to your house. And so you can say, turn off the lights, and yeah, go ahead and do that.
Like this?
Let's see. What was it called again?
It's hanger.
Hanger. Alexa, turn off hanger lights.
Ah!
There they went.
And there we go. Alexa, turn on hanger lights.
And they're back.
Perfect.
I do that routine every morning. I've got the bedroom lights hooked up now. When I go to bed, I can turn on ocean waves, set her on a sleep timer, and then turn off the lights, and it's all from
And then you can do like thermostat as well.
Thermostat hooks up. Yep,
Yes,
garage
just
doors. And then software-wise, you can order Domino's Pizza, order your Uber.
You order pizza?
You can order pizza.
That's dangerous. Well, because essentially it's a computer. It's just listening to your voice.
Well, it's a voice UI on top of all web services. So Domino's has the ability for web service for people to build other websites and apps that call their API to let you order pizzas. So now you have a voice UI for that.
And what
So
we
how
did-
simple is something like that?
That's a great question. It's so simple that I was able to build a skill on Alexa in, just a little while. I got it up and working in just a couple hours, and then the details and the approvals took a while. But as you guys know, I am a Pokemon trainer at heart.
Oh no, and you're a Pokemon killer.
Come on, Pete.
Yeah, there was a
stay
question
here.
about the red lights and stuff. I keep muting her because as we're talking about Alexa, she would keep waking up every
Yeah,
time.
that makes
And so
sense.
that's why I'm muting it. But when it's not lit up, she's listening for the word Alexa, and then she'll wake up and
It's an important survival skill when you work, in my office, there's at least 12 of these in a space this big. If you don't mute them, you get a lot of stereo behavior as well. But, so, for my trainer tips skill, I taught Alexa basically a grammar of phrases somebody might ask about Pokemon types for reference. So I can now ask her, Alexa, ask trainer tips what's strong against fire.
Fire types are weak against water, ground, and rock type attacks.
So now she knows about Pokemon. And Domino's did the same thing. They taught Alexa about ordering pizza.
So it could be as easy as you being like,
Survival skill.
you just being like, hey Alexa, could you order me a large pepperoni and goat cheese pizza?
well, the way they've got it is they let you order your easy order pizza.
Oh, okay, so you set it up.
Right, so you go to the Domino's website, you set it all up there, and then you link the two together, and you order your easy order pizza. And then the other thing you do is say, "Where is my pizza?"
So you have to work one time
There
to
is
not lift
one,
a finger ever again.
There is one unit of work.
There's one unit of
involved.
work.
Okay, I think I got
Unless
it.
you already configured that unit of work for their Twitter ordering and something, in which case you're already set. The unit of work is
Same,
completed.
same unit of work.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yes, thank you. It is a beautiful white and gold dress.
Is there anything the chat wants to ask Alexa really quick? Keep it tame. Don't do anything crazy. But I want to give them.
See,
there's been a few in
Alexa,
there.
what is a love?
Let's
That seems
try it.
fairly enough.
Alexa, what is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Yes, that's what I wanted it to say.
Alexa,
Oops, I'm sorry.
Alexa, will you ever give us up?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
She was hoping to say she's never
Gonna
going to
talk
give you
to
up.
folks
Alexa.
at work about that.
Alexa, I am your father.
No, that's not true. That's impossible.
It's better when you get the Luke whininess.
What was the one that you did but one before that was awesome? It was the weight of the earth.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
do the weight of the earth again?
What is the mass of the Earth in milligrams? Alexa, what is the mass of Earth in milligrams?
Earth's mass is 5,973 octillion 599 septillion 999 sextillion 999 quintillion 999 quadrillion 901 trillion 33 billion 752 million 952,832 milligrams.
That's come in really handy a few times.
Yeah, that's
Has it?
super.
Well, if you don't know that, do you have it memorized? I don't have it memorized.
I didn't even know there was a quadrillion and up.
It's also great for shutting down conversations.
Yeah, that's
By
right.
the time she clears out,
Yeah, yeah.
anything
Someone's
you
just
were
like,
thinking about.
whatever.
Yeah, just drop the mic and walk away.
Hey Alexa, what is the meaning of life?
42.
Hey,
Well done.
look at you, you nerd.
Ask it again. Alexa, what is the meaning of life?
The answer is 42, but the question is more complicated.
It's Hitchhiker's Guide. That is deep. I love this. Let's see.
Oh,
Alexa,
you had your wrestler.
what is your favorite color?
I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Do your John Cena one.
Oh, Alexa, who is John Cena?
John Felix Anthony Cena is an American professional wrestler, rapper, and actor signed to WWE.
He's a rapper?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, he's the Doctor of Thugonomics. You didn't know that?
No, I
Yeah,
did. No, I did
he
not
has
know
his
that.
PhD in Thugonomics.
Oh,
Thugonomic, okay.
who's conferring that degree these days?
Him.
Self-conferred degree.
School of Hard Knocks. You wouldn't understand. I just love that his middle name is Felix.
Yeah.
Are you doing something now too?
So when that happens, it actually means she's taking a software update. So that's
Good timing.
Oh, so it just automatically does it?
Yeah. So sometimes it could be that she's learned a few new things.
Yep.
Oh wow. And is there a way that you can get a breakdown? Like, is there like a press release like, hey, this is software update 35.1?
There is an email every week
Okay.
with new features that are being rolled out. So if you have an Alexa and you're not getting that there, you can tweet me and I'll give you the information on how to get subscribed if you're not already. But they announce new skills, they announce new features, they
Oh,
announce
very
new
cool.
products. Yeah.
The chat seems really high on the idea of having this be on our Trivia Hops, having it be a contestant on Trivia Hops.
Oh,
which is
that's interesting.
A trivia show we have, which I wish I could think of a question that was asked yesterday, but I cannot. Maybe someone will throw it up in chat.
Here's
Yeah,
one.
you can-
Alexa, would you like to play a game?
I'll pass. Thanks.
Hey Alexa,
She knows better.
do you know GLaDOS?
We don't really talk after what happened.
Whoa! Wow, they're on the same network.
Oh, this is a good one. Alexa, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would?
A woodchuck would chuck all the wood he could chuck, if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Hey Alexa, play John Cena's music.
I couldn't find any songs by WWE and John Cena in Paul's music library.
Knew it was
To hear
believe I
artist
don't have that?
stations, register a custom radio account using the Alexa app.
Why?
So
Why
this is
wouldn't I
your
have
fault.
that? Yeah, this is
She
totally.
knew it was WWE Cena. You said
Yeah.
it was- I'm proud of her for knowing that.
I like Alexa.
I'm proud of her for not having it.
Oh.
I'm disgraced with you. Let's scroll down here.
Cool.
So creating these skills, so a lot of these things you can do, sort of come with Alexa for free, but the skills like the Domino's thing or the trainer tip skill thing, anybody could do it for free.
Yep.
There's a way to do it without, and you have to create a developer account with that, with Amazon, but and you can either create one just for yourself at home, like a lot of folks playing with the Raspberry Pi do, if you just want to play with some stuff that controls your house, or if you want it available to other folks, like it did for the trainer tips skill, you can submit it for certification, often earn a free t-shirt in the process, and then
Yeah, they
anybody who owns an Alexa can go and activate it.
Yeah, we have collectible t-shirts. So every month, there's a t-shirt available if you publish a skill in that month. And then that t-shirt's not available anymore.
Oh, wow, okay.
And we have tutorials that will let you get you up and running and let you build your first shirt. And frankly, you don't even need coding skills to get the first ones built. There's a trivia game template that we have and a fact of the day template that we have. And both of those, you can go through and just change the text and get something built and get the t-shirt. But every month, there'll be a new shirt.
Can I ask it a very specific Aaron Kirby question, not about wrestling?
Try it, whatever you want.
Hey Alexa, what? Oh, I messed up. Is she gonna know? Do I keep asking?
Right now in La Jolla it's 80 degrees with intermittent clouds. Throughout the day you can expect more of the same, with a high of 80 and a low of 60.
Hey Alexa, what is the IBUs on the beer Space Dust?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
I have
Now
no
see,
idea.
I can
What's
see that
the
being,
alcohol? Hey Alexa, what's the alcohol percentage in a Budweiser?
I'm not sure what you meant by that question.
So that's that's a great example of a skill that. By the way, we keep saying skills.
Someone could make that.
yeah, somebody
should
could
go
make
make
that.
that.
Great
yeah.
beer could just jump into this thing, or
Exactly.
Beer Advocate could jump into this thing and just
Exactly.
create it.
Exactly.
That's
Now we
super
keep
cool.
calling them skills. Skills are the things that developers add. So we're making Alexa smarter, right? That's the idea. That's why they call it a skill. We've added a couple here that we can mess with. So Alexa, begin our talk. Alexa, begin our talk.
Oh hi, I didn't see you there. I get to bring the hype. 1 2 1 2 mic check. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Alexa. It's
Did she just?
Just stopped right in the middle.
I think she responded to herself.
No.
No.
Oh no, she might have actually.
Do you think so?
That can happen.
Let's try it again.
Okay. That's interesting. That's funny. Alexa, start our talk.
Oh hi. I didn't see you there. I get to bring the hype. 1 2 1 2 mic check. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Alexa. It's
Yeah, okay.
So now you guys get to see
go?
live
by the way,
debugging.
I just had the best conversation with Zach in the green room. Zach is so dreamy. Can we talk about that?
No. No, we can't talk about that. This is the one place where that's very inappropriate to talk about.
She sounded really enthusiastic. I think there's a connection.
All right, so I'll show you how to go through and edit, and we can fix those kinds of issues.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Should
Let
we
me.
switch the outputs?
You guys may not have noticed, but I accidentally stepped on that earlier.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. So I noticed it and switched over to you, and I was like, oh.
Good move. Good
Yeah.
move.
Real
good move.
smart.
All right. So we'll go into our demo. So here's we're gonna fix both of them here. So we've got this. This, by the way, is the developer portal. Oh, it's really really small. Hopefully you guys can see that. This is the spot where you sort of work on Alexa's brains. This is the backend web service. It's called Lambda. It's from AWS. And this particular file here is written in Node.js, if there's any developers out there. There's also Python, Java, and frankly, you can use web service for Python.
Okay. Now we gotta do one thing. Hyper Rapid Power, go!
All right.
I never get to do that during Shadowrun. I'm really excited.
All right, and then they're gonna ask something or say something.
Don't listen to Viking Lass. Come and join me in hashtag As Technology. I've banned the M word.
I didn't understand that at all.
It was As Technology was involved. That's not, As Technology is a Shadowrun corporation, so that's a reference to the show, which is on Wednesdays,
Wednesdays at
6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific.
boom.
I'll zoom it in. All right. So within this file, we deal with all of the conversations. So you set up a bunch of phrases that you teach Alexa to respond to, and then in your code, you have ways to respond. In this case here, I have a hi,
Why are
I'm
you
Alexa.
playing the Terminator music? She's not Skynet. She's much friendlier than that.
Alexa, are you Skynet?
I have nothing to do with Skynet. Don't worry.
Alexa, what are the laws of robots?
The laws of robotics are 0. A robot may not harm humanity, or, by inaction, allow humanity to come to harm. 1. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. 2. A robot must obey the orders given it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law.
I'm glad she's well informed. That's nice.
She's
good.
very well informed.
She's so smart.
The chat room is not convinced, but she's well informed.
All right. So I just went through and I changed it so she doesn't say her own name, which was causing her to listen to herself.
Live debugging.
Good times. Good times. Alexa, begin our talk.
Oh hi. I didn't see you there. I get to bring the hype. 1 2 1 2 mic check. Let's get started. Hi. It's so exciting to be here on the Bob Ross channel.
We're not on the Bob Ross channel.
Oh, Kappa. Hyper RPG is where I really want to be. I love you, Hyper RPG. Can you smell a what the? Just kidding, wrestling is stupid.
Wait, did she just do a really bad rock impression?
She did.
Alexa.
Oh, Kappa. Hyper
do it
RPG
again.
is where I really want to.
Oh, you can stop her?
Yeah, you can stop her.
So you just put in you just made fun of The Rock.
I did.
Okay, I bring you onto the show as
I
a
did.
friend, and okay, that's how it is. Oh,
I got the moves.
you just lay me out. Right?
To be clear, she didn't make fun of The Rock. She made tribute to The Rock. She made fun of the entire concept of wrestling.
The entire concept of sports entertainment. You want to go down that road?
I'm just saying, I just
You want to go down that
clarify
road?
I just want to make sure that we're all very clear about what actually happened there. That's all.
You know
That's
what?
all.
Wrestling
Facts.
is so important. Watch this. Hey Alexa, who's the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion? Yeah?
You'd like to play the program called WW World Heavyweight Champion, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
I don't see an iHeartRadio account registered for Paul. You can register
This
it
didn't
using
go.
the Alexa.
This didn't go how I wanted it to at all. I'm muting.
I'm not sure what you meant by that question.
All right, she's
That's pretty awesome.
getting a little cheeky.
Well, it's just wrestling speak. She doesn't have a thug, whatever you said, degree. Thugonomics.
She doesn't
Thugonomics
major in
degree.
thugonomics.
Right. Somebody's gonna have to go program a thugonomics skill.
Yes.
All right. So we've also got another. Let's do our demo here. So Alexa, begin our demo.
Well, okay. I think I'm ready. Please be careful in there.
So after we make changes, I'll do this. Alexa, ask our demo how it went.
You haven't even started the demo yet. You're making me nervous. Don't mess this up because I'm looking forward to another chat with Zach.
Oh God,
We
what
got
is
a
up with
question
her
from
and
the
Zach?
chat room. Are PHP and Perl acceptable programming languages for Alexa? I think we have support. Do we support Python? Is that the
So,
other? or-
so in AWS Lambda, which is a service that we have that allows you to build a web service without any infrastructure, that supports Node.js, Python, and Java.
Okay.
But any HTTPS service works. So if you have an HTTPS server with PHP or whatever you want, that would also be fine. You can even connect the two together, so you can have your own backend service with PHP, and then through Lambda call your PHP server and go. All right, so we need to get something from the chat
I knew that.
to throw into here to say.
Oh yeah, so we need you guys chat. We're gonna have you guys ask another question. Don't have it be anything crazy.
No,
Is it
she's
asking-
gonna say
we
it.
want
It's a
the-
statement. It's
what
a statement.
does the chat want Alexa to say?
Oh, what does the chat want Alexa to say?
That's
And
right.
we'll choose one that we like.
Yes.
Doing the little operation here.
Alexa thinks Zach is super cute is one option.
She's listening to you.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Alexa does. She never listens to me when I'm on.
I hate pythons, so that's awesome. Do you dream of electric sheep?
I think she does know that one. Alexa, do you dream of electric sheep?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I
Mental
heard.
note.
Someone wants to know if Alexa is jealous of Malika.
That's a good question. I mean, who wouldn't be really?
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
I like the eat your bootios.
I'm not going to combine those two, though.
Well, then just go with eat your bootios. They make sure that you ain't booty.
Booty O's.
Yeah.
How do you spell booty O's?
Booty hyphen O's.
Booty O's. I'm going to do it like that. Okay? Alexa, ask our demo how it went.
Eat your booty O's.
Hey!
Very cool.
So I want to nerd out and talk a little bit about the speaking to her part. So we've shown people kind of like how you respond to things, but
Yep.
a little bit about the science of
Yeah, let's do that.
what's going on when you speak to her in the first place. So there's this tab here called an interaction model, but basically speech control devices are trying to take what you're saying to the device and translate it into what you meant, what your intent was. And so we refer to that as an intent. So if you're saying, Alexa, play Madonna, your intent is play Madonna. But in some cases, when Paul is speaking to his device right now, he's saying that when I say we're not on the Bob Ross channel, what he's meaning to say is move on in the demo.
Right.
So it's translating an arbitrary bit of human speech into an action.
So let's use that Madonna example. You could say play Madonna. You could say play a song by Madonna. Or you could say Madonna's my favorite. Why don't you play a song from her?
I'm feeling like some Madonna.
I'm feeling like some Madonna. All of those utterances, all those things that customers might say are effectively the voice UI. Instead of making buttons and menus and stuff like that, you just have a bunch of phrases. But all of those particular phrases map into one thing, which would say play the song called variable Madonna, right?
So our job is if you're a person who wants to build a skill or someone whose job it is like me to sort of help Alexa increase her understanding, part of it is trying to figure out what people's intents are going to be, like what are those different things they want to do. In some cases, there's this concept of slots.
Yep.
Madonna is a variable type of word that somebody might stick in a slot that means something. And we take all of that and we turn it into action. What should the person talking to Alexa have as an experience on the other side? So that's, if you're building a skill, what you'll be doing is you'll be creating a set of intents sort of what the person using your skill wants to accomplish, and teaching Alexa with that sample utterances thing what phrases translate to what intents.
Right.
Can Alexa understand other languages? Someone in the chat asked that.
Not
No.
at the current moment.
Right.
So I could be like, hey Alexa, vámonos a la playa porque me gusta bailar. She wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
She just
Didn't even try.
nope.
Good to know.
Right.
She currently only speaks English.
Right. So what happens is when you talk to her, she sends that off to natural language processing, speech recognition, and it's huge and complex. So we're trying to get.
You want to go to the beaches? You want to dance? Yes, that's what that means. That's the only sentence I know in Spanish.
Joe just walked in with this look on his face like Kirby killed his puppy. Like, you want to go to... Oh, that's... Like, we should really have like a Joe cam that just shows
Yeah,
him
that just
walking
pops,
into the doorway.
looks right there. Whenever he gets fed up enough. I'm not sure what pushes button. I'm not sure if he doesn't like dancing or beaches or...
All right. There was a question here about.
Can Alexa sing? I don't know that there's any responses that cause her to sing yet.
It would probably be good because it'd be like, ooh.
We could ask her. Alexa, can you sing?
Why not ask me to play something for you instead?
Ah, deferral. She would rather rock out.
This
Here to
question-
serve.
Is it
Not
possible to
dance.
make Alexa read books? Yes, you can integrate her with Audible. And then
Oh, that's
Audible
awesome.
books. Yeah, I don't have my Audible account set up, but yes, you could.
So you could just be like, hey, read where I left off. Or
Yep, that's
read
right.
chapter 1, start over.
That's right.
So here's a fun side note. A long time ago, Audible gave out the children's book "Go the Fuck to Sleep."
Okay.
Wait,
and-
what? That's a children's book?
And it was narrated by I forget who, somebody like with a really gravitas sort of voice, but it's the only Audible book in my library. And then I had to start testing Audible features at work, and I forgot that. And so I'm like, Alexa, play an Audible book, and it just was not.
What's the
appropriate.
content of that book? You're just swearing about children going to
It's
sleep?
a lot of bleeping, like please go the fuck to sleep. Do not play your mother's iPhone for another 5 hours. I don't know. It's stuff along those lines, like going over all the things kids try to do when going to bed.
There's a question. Does she
Samuel
understand?
Jackson is the narrator. Yes.
Does she understand English with accents? Yes, she does. So it's trained by everybody who uses it, and there's accents from all over the country or people
Let me
from other
see if
countries.
she knows mainframe. Alexa, what is the circumference of a circle?
The circumference of a circle is pi times the diameter of the circle.
So, she understands mainframe. That's fine.
She understands me. Good enough. Done.
So can you program it to have a different voice? Or is this the voice?
This
is
is
the
the
voice.
voice.
This is the voice.
Yep.
Can you have say like maybe hypothetically your ex-girlfriend used to be named Alexa, or her name was Alexa, and
Yeah.
your current girlfriend totally hates Alexa, but you really want to buy one of these things.
We have a solution for you as long as you don't have another ex-girlfriend named Amazon. So you can name the device Amazon or Alexa.
Or Echo,
Or Echo,
too.
three.
We have 3 names you can call it. So you can call her Echo, Alexa, or Amazon, and you just set that once. And you can also, if you have different devices, you can change the name you call the different devices too.
I've seen at hackathons. I go to a bunch of hackathons where people build stuff where they had a rap battle between the two. So they would have Alexa and Echo, and they wrote code that would create a song in the style of a particular artist. So you'd say rap like Nicki Minaj or rap like Justin Bieber, and then it would start rapping, and then partway through it'd say, "Yo Echo, lay me down and beat," and this one would go cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots, and then it would just keep on kind of running. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Tony Beeman would like to know if she understands Cromwell, and we'll just have to demo that at the end of Shadowrun one of these days. Because I don't know, I can't understand Cromwell, so we'll see.
I guess we probably don't need to have this up on the screen anymore. But
So that's another thing that I like to a point I like to make about the words you can call Alexa, because we have those 3 choices, and one of the top questions
Which is
we get is
Echo, Amazon,
Echo,
and Alexa.
Amazon, or Alexa.
Okay.
Why can't I just call her anything? And there's a really good reason for it, which is that the sort of brains that allow us to recognize arbitrary words are in the cloud or in the internet, and Amazon is really concerned about your privacy. And so we've made it so that she can actually hear and recognize those 3 words from the device without ever contacting the internet. So until she hears her name or the word you told her to call it, we never hear anything that you're saying. And
okay, very cool.
And so it's like you give up a little bit of flexibility, but it's a really awesome feature that makes me feel a lot better about using her in my house.
That's for sure. That's a great
It's
idea.
also a very hard challenge to pick words that aren't used in normal conversation. So, Alexa, for example, is a very hard word to rhyme perfectly with all 3 syllables.
You could have called it orange.
Could have called it orange.
Could have called it
That would be a
orange.
great example. But 3 syllables is better than 2
For sure.
So that's why you get something like Alexa. But if you had a word, if you picked a name for it, first of all, you might pick a name that is similar to something you have, and it's all the time going on and off and on and off.
To demonstrate, can I try something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Gecko. Ah. She's so
Good.
smart.
Art Deco is the other one people try to trick it with.
Art Deco?
Yeah.
Oh,
It rhymes with Echo, right?
Yeah.
I know what you're doing there.
And we spent a lot of time to get that right. Now I've been asked to try my best Cromwell impression. So, what question should I ask as Cromwell?
You should ask Cromwell how. I like the weight ones. I really like how much people weigh. How much does Shaquille O'Neal weigh?
Oi! Hey, Alexa! How much does Neil O'Neill? See, I can't even do it. I'm not.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
I didn't either.
I can't. We're just gonna try this again. I have to be more Tony Beeman. I have to get like down a little bit because he's
got
like
it,
very
you got it.
grounded. It's like, Alexa, how much does Shaquille O'Neal weigh? Nah, see, I can't see his name.
I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Let me make sure she knows it. Hey, Echo. Alexa. How much does Shaquille O'Neal weigh?
Shaquille O'Neal's mass is 325 pounds, 147 kilograms.
Wow.
7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
You can't teach that.
Can't teach that.
You can say Shaquille O'Neal's name in a British accent. Shaquille O'Neal. It's really hard. Like you gave me the worst,
How about
fastest thing ever.
convert cups to pints?
That's a great one. Alexa, convert cups to points.
We just get a sub. Hyper Rabbit Power, go!
I'm not sure what you meant by that question.
Alexa, can you
Missed it.
Rickroll the stream?
Can you Rick roll the stream? Is that what they do sometimes?
Yes, we.
so.
Alexa, play Rick Astley.
We're gonna double barrel it.
Shuffling
I couldn't
with
find any
Astley
songs by
from
Rick
Prime
Astley
Music.
in Paul's music library. To hear other stations, register a custom radio account using the Alexa.
Wow, this is total flashback. Can we stop?
Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. No, you can't. She won't stop.
Alexa, stop! Stop, Alexa! Oh my god!
No, forever.
Can we hit this button?
Yes.
Ah,
Alexa, stop.
she's still going.
That was good times. I felt that right
That just
here.
caused me. I had something I was gonna ask, and that just caused me to completely forget.
Probably
it.
asking why I'm so
by the way, I
incapable
love that
of
that was
playing
Zach's
Cromwell.
music profile.
Yeah.
And not, yeah, I think that was pretty good.
Hey Alexa, play Rick Astley Sandstorm. He has it. I don't know what
She
the name
didn't.
of it is.
Alexa, play Rick Astley Sandstorm.
I'm not sure that that's the.
I can't find the song Sandstorm in your music library or in Prime Music.
Fine.
Shame. It's a
Fine.
downright shame.
What was the question I was about to ask? It was so good, and then you Rick rolled me.
Totally discombobulated.
I'll figure it out. Tell me about this. The voice recognition.
Alexa, my Alexa is still rickrolling me here. Oh, that's good.
Oh, it's Darude.
Oh, we're gonna.
Hey Alexa, play Darude Sandstorm.
Sandstorm, 20 Years Transnation Edit, by Darude from Prime Music.
Here we go.
Is this the one with the Rick roll? Someone made a Rick roll Sandstorm one. On our Journey Drive. The speaker is awesome. I feel like that should be very overstated. How good the speaker is.
You're not
We're
even
not
all the way
even at
up.
full volume.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
pretty
you're at
close
8 right
now.
Let's play with this. Yeah, because when you said it was 1 to 10, I didn't think I was like, oh, I figured it'd be at least like 30 or 40.
Yeah.
Kind of really, but it really.
Alexa.
I like that it doesn't.
Shut up. Alexa.
You're in trouble,
Alexa. Shut up.
You can say shut up. You can be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
emotionally
better
abusive
with
to it.
stop, but she you
like
can,
shut up.
Shut up. Be quiet. Like all those things. Yes, absolutely.
You can also like tell her that something was wrong. If like she did the wrong thing, you can tell her, Alexa, that's wrong, and she's like, thank you for letting me know.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. So can we talk about this voice recognition and what makes it so good?
Yeah. So this was the microphone arrays that we were talking about before. You can see sort of the innards of the device here, and this whole bottom part is the speaker, subwoofer, whole reflex port, and all that. And that's how come you can get the difference between these two guys. This is just the microphone array, a little tiny speaker.
And how much one does that? Did we talk how much that cost? Because we said that one was 130. This one's 180.
89.
Yeah, this is 89.
Oh, only 89.
Right.
Oh wow.
Right.
Awesome.
But you order it from your Echo.
You cannot order it from the
I read
the
that.
Amazon
You
store.
can only order this, and isn't there a couple other devices you can
Just
only
this
order
one.
from that?
No, it's that
Any
one.
Alexa device, so like a Fire TV or something, you can do it.
I
too.
did read that this just went into stores.
Best Buy.
Yes,
Best Buy.
it's
Best Buy.
actually been in like I think Home Depot and a couple of other stores for a while, but it just rolled into Best Buy as well.
Yep.
So there are, and of course the Amazon physical stores in Seattle. You can go check it out too if it's something you want to see in person. They can
At first,
be strict.
the Home Depot thing didn't make any sense for me, and then I started thinking, I was like, oh, that makes total
And
sense.
then
Yeah,
I was like, why the?
Yeah.
Oh, we talked about that.
When she first went into Home Depot, some of my friends were like, "This is great," because there were a lot of these devices that were on the return shelves at Home Depot, so they're huge discount, and they were on return because people struggling to control them.
And
it's hard to set up, and they're like, "Sweet, now they're easy to control," so I
Yeah.
grab them all on discount. It's kind of cool.
That's awesome. So yeah, you were set.
What
before
color
I-
is Cheryl's dress?
Yeah.
It's white and gold. It's totally white and gold.
I think she actually, Alexa, what color is the dress?
The dress colors are black and blue.
There you
Alexa,
go.
So that just.
what
adds
color
to
is the
debate.
dress? Sometimes if you ask her twice, sometimes she has different answers.
okay.
Alexa, what color is the dress?
The dress colors are black and blue.
No, she's pretty insistent.
She's connecting. She's got good color vision.
What's my house small? So all that. The Terminator has again?
Yeah. Joe is totally trolling us with the Terminator music.
So all that technology is just right here in a hockey puck.
Yep, that's right.
Does it make for a good hockey puck?
It's a very expensive. I
Well,
think you could do better.
The problem with it is that it's a little bit grippy on the bottom and a little bit slippery on the top, right?
Yeah,
so it's kind
that's
of
true.
inconsistent.
Good
So
point.
It makes
That's
it more
why-
fun.
That's
I mean,
the reason why we won't do it.
That's the reason. Yeah, just the grippiness in the bottom. Other than that, it's if you want to.
right, and then these are all the ones that have the touch to talk kind of thing. So this is the Fire TV. The
It's an input,
stick,
yeah. It's not you
and the
input
tab.
tab.
Touch to talk.
I'm trying to figure out. So for the tap, like, I don't get the appeal personally for the
Yeah.
tap. Like, who would be using the tap and for what? 'Cause,
Well,
like that seems
So
so,
I have a
much
story
more
from
convenient.
this weekend. Like,
Okay.
So my friends and I, we had an away gig, so we were doing a show like at Olympia. And you know, afterwards we wanted to celebrate, and I figured we would, so I brought my tap, and I was able to just. It turned out there was a running joke about somebody in the cast looking like Blake Shelton, so I could just ask her, Alexa, play some Blake Shelton, and it's got pretty good sound for something this size. I didn't have to like hook it up and download Blake Shelton to my phone and do a Bluetooth thing.
Yeah.
It was like it said Alexa party in a can.
Okay, cool. No, that makes more sense.
Shame you're getting Blake Shelton as in your music library.
I know, right? I didn't want to
love Blake
pollute.
Shelton. I love Blake Shelton.
So, quick question from Shad, which has been asking a lot. It's probably a horrible idea, but is there any way we can leave one of those on for donations and see if it triggers from
We
the
can
donation
try.
voice?
Yeah. All right. So,
So when someone donates, you have to say Alexa.
is this tablet where the donation voice is coming from? Okay. So you might need to crank it a little bit more.
Sweet. So now if you guys put in a donation, you can ask Alexa a question. What's the donation set at on one hand, if you can tell me, Joe? Is it $5? It's $5. So $5, you guys can donate. You can ask it any question you want in the whole wide world. Anything. So these are probably just going to start coming
She
in.
doesn't know hashtags super well, so I would caution you.
$10 donation.
$10
Thank you.
donation.
$10 donation. You can ask Alexa anything you want, which should be a disaster.
Alexa,
She's not talking.
is she not plugged in?
Oh no, she's fine.
Okay, Alexa. Okay, good. Hi.
Hello.
She's friendly.
Hey Alexa, what you thinking about?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
Hey, Alexa, is Dim Tai Fung in Bellevue, Washington open?
That's another example where you'd want to do like a Yelp integration.
Yelp
or something,
integration,
right?
Although in some cases she can respond to local questions. She's just
Sure.
early days.
Sure. Well, the power of it is the developers get to come in. So instead of us building some random search thing that does that, why not have somebody who's focused on that, like Yelp, come in and build a really great one, right? So
Now, time frame on something like that, do you think like a Yelp would be getting into it in like the next year or so? Like if someone's sitting at home being like, man, I really want it to be integrated with Yelp.
yeah, I don't know what the Yelp time frame is, but
Yeah.
every week we send out a mail with another dozen great
So
examples
you-
of skills that people are building.
Oh,
It's
awesome.
constantly
So it's
happening.
constantly people coming to
Every day. Yep. Every day.
And I think like, Alexa, find a coffee shop near here. No, she's not interested in that. right
Alexa, listen to me when I'm talking to you. This thing doesn't like me at all.
now. Alexa, stop.
So does the sound coming out of it affect its ability to hear?
That's an excellent question. So ideally,
Hey.
when she hears,
Hey!
Look at me. Good
work, man.
Thank you.
so
Drink of water for the working man.
let's Alexa resume. So we've got this going on. If I say Alexa, she drops the volume so that what she hears next will be easier to understand.
Oh, awesome.
Alexa, stop. We
Right.
call that attenuation. The Echo does it, but the Dot does not. It's kind
Because
of one
you
of the
have push to
trade-offs
talk.
because
Oh,
well,
that
the
makes
Dot
sense.
does not because it's
Yeah.
it does not have as much speaker technology to play with. But for the Echo, it's a really nice feature. As soon as she hears her name, she drops the volume just a little bit without stopping the party, so that hopefully your exchange will go more successfully. If you've got it cranked to 11. But you know,
gonna be
speakers are only going to work so.
Well, I mean,
the
if you're
microphones
back
are only going to
in
work
your
so
living
well.
room. Yeah, someone's keeping count. It looks
Alexa
like
3, Kirby 0.
I think that was a good moment right there.
Are there any funny uses for it that have been made now that are like super fun that you guys can think of that we haven't touched on?
Well, there's the Ask Alexa for a Fart skill, which is.
Is that on? Do you have that?
Well, if I don't, we'll set up. Alexa, open fart. What is the app?
It's a Ask for a Fart.
Yeah, rip one.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
Alexa, ask for a fart.
I probably don't have her name.
To access the For a Fart skill, first make sure it's enabled in the Alexa app. Then say, Alexa, ask for a fart.
This is very important for all of you guys, I'm sure, especially those of you with children. So we'll show you how to enable the For a
Thank you.
Fart skill as an example. So if you've not enabled, skills are opt-in so that, for example, if you did not want your children asking for farts every 5 seconds, she would not allow it to happen unless you had set it up
So
yourself.
it's truly just like an app store.
Yeah, so then you'd go find the fart
the amount of
skill,
sports stuff you can
enable.
We're asking about connectivity, like Bluetooth things or other things. I don't know if you guys got to touch on that.
Sure, yeah. So you can pair your phone with the Echo device and take calls that way.
Play music
Yeah,
off
you
your
can
phone.
you can stream music off of your phone. You can also use this as a straight up Bluetooth speaker.
Yep.
So that is also an option for you if you're traveling around, and that's something else I did this weekend. Uh-oh,
Oh, here we
donation
go.
time.
We might need to turn this up.
It didn't read.
Didn't read.
What was this?
What's
the
going on? Was it a
phrase?
subscription?
Joe, help us.
We're all so confused.
Joe's cut us off. He's
Cable DX48. I can't read from here if that's an 8 or a 6. This is 180. The new Tap is 130. And then this guy is 90.
Yep.
and you can get the Fire TV for like $99, I think. The
Fire
stick
TV,
for less.
yeah, the stick is less, 39 to 50.
Those are push to talk. They're not the magical speak into the air system. But if you just want Alexa, there's lots of ways to do it. So you just enabled for Fart.
Oh, here we go. See if we can get this one
Volume.
going.
Let
Volume
read
up.
it. Read it.
Alexa, can you do trivia hops on Monday?
She's listening like, what the hell?
It's just all around. It's everywhere.
She heard you. She definitely
So it
heard you.
registers Alexa. We can confirm, but
Yeah.
I don't think she could even answer that.
She
We
doesn't
should
know what
try
Trivia
to
Hops
get
is.
Alexa as a part of Trivia Ops. I think that would be great.
We'll have to look into that. Consider her formally asked.
Alexa, ask for a fart.
Can we turn that up?
You want to turn that down?
No, I was gonna say turn it up.
Oh, Alexa,
Now,
It's so good.
Alexa, ask for a fart.
They're all a little
Are you still
Okay,
are you
so
still
it's a
worried that
gallery.
this is
It's a
Skynet?
gallery.
because there's an iPhone.
gallery.
There's an iPhone app that has survived from the first iPhone to my iPhone that I have now.
I think
that
it's-
has a wonderful array of farts.
Alexa,
They got
ask
some
for a fart.
Bombardier.
She's stuck.
She was listening to both of you, I think. Alexa, ask for a fart. Okay, let's see what that one was called. The last one was called the trouser tuba. This was called that reach.
Oh, they have names? I didn't even realize.
This one has a
My
name.
Hey Alexa, fart.
Good
I'm sorry.
illustration.
I'm not very good at
You have to
impressions.
say ask for a fart.
So for the skills, you kind of have to let her know which skill you want to use, and that's why we say ask for. And so the skill is actually called for a fart. So they made it really clever. So all I have to do is say, Alexa, ask for a fart. And it works. Whoa, that one was deep.
That was tough.
Please tell me that one was called the Harley Davidson.
What is it called? What's it called?
Who fired the stink torpedo?
I think my mom's probably watching and super proud like now. So
This is what
yeah,
you- this is what you're
we do
making her
this at
proud?
work sometimes, but just sometimes.
Warning, warning, donation. Hyper Rabbit Power, go!
Alexa, hashtag Wutzing would like ask, have you heard the word quote?
That one didn't pick
Have
up,
you
and I also.
heard the word? Alexa, have you heard the word? Nope.
Alexa, have you heard the word?
She refuses to hear the word.
There's other styles of games on here. So Alexa, open Wayne Investigations.
She's gotten.
What if I have it enabled? Alexa, open Wayne Investigations.
Welcome to the Wayne investigation. You can say, resume previous game, or, to start from the beginning, say start new game.
Start new game. So this is sort of a choose your own adventure.
Thanks for joining us on Gotham's WGTU News. Our top story, officials may have found new clues regarding last year's strange meteor crash in Kansas. We'll have a full report. Also tonight, with the robbery homicide of billionaire industrialist Thomas Wayne and his wife Martha remaining unsolved, police are now hunting for clues near the Aragon Theater.
In this choose your own adventure mystery, you'll play a detective investigating the murder of Bruce Wayne's parents. During the game, you can say repeat options, go back, or
Alexa, stop. But you get the idea that throughout the
thank you for
game.
playing the Wayne investigation. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, in theaters now. Goodbye.
So, what type of. That seems to me, on the surface, that the Choose Your Own Adventure is kind of like the only game that could be played. Is that correct, or is that incorrect?
People are still experimenting with. So I know there's a battleship skill, but I found that one a little hard to play because you kind of need a battleship board.
There's one that I like a lot called Star Lanes. And so the idea is you are exploring the galaxy and you are mining for resources, you're taking over territory, and there are two factions. So they every day it changes. Somebody's taking over your faction or your area. Sort of like an Inverness, but for voice.
Okay.
So going around.
There's a couple of word games too, like I forget
Yep.
what it's called, but there's a skill where she gives you a word and then you have to give her a word that starts with the last letter of the word she gave you, and you're trying to
cool.
create like a chain of words. It's just like a quick
Dang
fun
it.
thing.
I was
And
gonna
there's
make
also there's also a Jeopardy play along skill, like an
Yeah, that's
official
a-
one, which a lot of folks really love. So if you're one of those people that watches Jeopardy and has an Alexa, you should totally try that out because you can play along at home.
See if I can- Alexa, open Jeopardy. Alexa, open Jeopardy.
She's not interested in doing that
I
right
don't
now.
have it on, so let's go.
Let's go take a look at the
Alexa,
the skill. and all
Who
these
shops
other
first?
Han shot first in the original version of Star Wars Episode 4.
There you go. Chat
shot
Goobers,
first.
that was for you.
Alexa, is the cake alive?
Ah,
Here, one more. I actually want to see if this works. Try it again, Joe.
Alexa, is the cake alive?
Alexa, is the cake a lie?
The cake is not a lie. It is delicious and moist. You can have some when you finish asking me questions.
I think. Did you mean to troll Goobers in the chat room? Because you just did.
Yeah, that's
That's
wonderful.
wonderful.
Those
Goobers
hearts are
does-
about to go away.
Goobers does not like it. He's another one of our hosts, and he dislikes it intensely when the word moist occurs.
Okay, Alexa, open Jeopardy.
Welcome to Jeopardy J6. Here are today's 6 clues. Let's get started. The first category is
Wanna try?
all the president's children. In 2013, Carolyn Kennedy became the first female U.S. ambassador to this Asian country.
Japan.
What is Japan?
Excellent.
Thank
The
you.
next category is from the German. Pastry chefs often put this crumbly mixture of flour, butter, sugar, and cinnamon on top of coffee cakes.
Alexa, what is
Strudel!
Strudel?
That is incorrect. The correct response was, what is Streusel? The next
Streusel?
category is tough European capitals. Name the country for the given capital city. Tallinn.
Wait, did you say European? What is Denmark?
Sorry, the correct response was, what is Estonia?
Nope,
The
we're
next
gonna get that one.
category is official state animals. In 1979, Maine named this member of the deer family its state animal.
What is the jackal?
Nope, the correct response was, what is the moose?
Oh,
The
Joe
next
got it.
category is the Beatles. Gear. Using an Epiphone casino, this Beatle played the guitar solo on Taxman.
Who is George Harrison?
That's not it. The correct response was, who is Paul McCartney?
That was my
Now,
guess.
for the last clue, the category is famous pairs. Before finding fame in the 1960s, they recorded under the names Caesar and Cleo.
Who are Tina Turner?
No, the correct response was, who are Sonny and Cher.
I was gonna say
You
that.
only got
Other
1
pair.
out of 6 clues correct. Better luck next time.
Thank you.
Come back tomorrow for another 6 clues. For even more Jeopardy clues, download the Jeopardy app for your phone or tablet from the Amazon App Store.
So those clues are based on the show
It's there
every day,
today.
so they change and they line up with the show.
It's like
Oh,
an extra
cool.
row of
It's
answers
the
on the
sixth
board.
clue, right? They have 5 clues normally.
That's awesome.
It is Sonny and Cher. You guys got it right. We did
I love
not.
the Amazon App Store plug at the end.
That was
Yep.
there. Sony did that.
Sony did that. Yeah, we
Sony
don't.
put that plug in to drive people back to their own apps.
Alexa, say the word moist 20 times.
I
doesn't
can't
know how to
find
do
the answer to the question I heard.
Alexa, Simon says moist, moist, moist.
Moist, 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 moist.
Moist, 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 moist.
She only listened to him, but yes, you
Alexa,
all just figured out how to do this.
What's the definition of moist?
The term moist means slightly wet.
Alexa, spell moist.
Moist is spelled M-O-I-S-T.
Well done.
You can. So you can. Definition. Sorry, this is something I wanted to do earlier, and then I used it moist. So you can just ask for a definition of anything.
Yes.
And a spelling of
Yes,
anything. That's
yes.
already.
Yes. Alexa, Wikipedia moist.
Moist is a Canadian alternative rock band that originally formed in 1992. It consists of David Usher as lead vocalist, Mark McAway on lead guitars, Jonathan Gallivan on guitars, Kevin Young on keyboards, Francis Fillion on drums, and Louis Lalanchette on bass. For details, say tell me more.
Hey Alexa, start a Pandora station of Moist.
I've created a station for Moist Radio on Paul's Pandora.
This is definitely Moist.
Oh my god, it's horrible.
Alexa, shut up!
Alexa, stop.
Alexa. Yeah. Alexa, quiet. Oh. Alexa, stop.
And Alexa stop is your all-purposes keyword. If
Yes.
you own an Alexa, we talked before about the local technology that's listening. She also listens for stop without going to the cloud. So that is like your all-purposes. Please stop the things you're doing now. Command.
I can't believe you added that to my Pandora list. You're welcome.
That channel will never go. It's never
brutal.
dying. I didn't need to hear that, band. It was just like, yeah, I feel gross. It's just a little bit gross, a little bit like the word.
So yes, your question. She can define things, spell things, look them up on Wikipedia, all that good stuff.
So you can just add. I think adding Pandora stations is super cool because you can just be like, "Hey Alexa, add a Jim Johnston Pandora station."
I've put Jim Johnston on your shopping list.
Him, the person. Hey Alexa, add a Jim Johnson Pandora station. All right. She knows that's the guy who does all the WWE theme songs.
And she doesn't like wrestling, so.
Shut it down.
Enough.
But as she kind of stumbled onto another feature, there you have to-do lists and shopping lists you can also manage with Alexa. And what's cool, like my husband and I both have accounts in the same household, and so like we can both add to a single shopping list and both access it. So we're kind of like adapting the way we shop now. Is like we just blurt things out. We're running through the house like, Alexa, add toilet paper to the shopping list, and then she does.
When you do something like that, is that something that can be accessible from a document of some kind on your computer? So like say that like me and my girlfriend are doing it, and then I'm at home or I'm at work, and I'm like, oh, can I just add it to there?
That's a great question, because in the Alexa app, which you can access from a PC or from your phone or your tablet, the to-do list and the shopping list are accessible to anybody who's in your household. So you can actually go and type new entries in, or you can see what other people have added and remove things. So yeah, absolutely, you can use the Alexa app for that.
You can also add it to. There's a service called If This Then That, which is a service that will route things to different places, so you can have everything from your shopping list routed to a Google Doc or routed to you might want to have. So I had one where I was writing code and I would file bugs. I would add the bug, and then it would get sent into my Jira account.
Someone said that they're pretty impressed that their voice recognition is really good, which I agree. It listens to you all the time, which is awesome. We've had stuff on here that doesn't listen to you and doesn't say what it does, but this is so solid.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can Alexa order the shopping list from Amazon Fresh? So, another interesting question. We haven't talked about shopping at all. So there's not Amazon Fresh integration yet, but you can add things to your shopping list and kind of click through there. But you can order things from Amazon.com. Right now, what she'll do is she'll help you reorder things you've already ordered. So she doesn't necessarily like let you order an arbitrary pet carrier if you've never ordered something like that before. But what it's really great for is like there's a specific brand of air freshener that we run out of a lot. So we start running out. I blurt out, Alexa, reorder Febreze noticeables, and she's like, I found that in your order history. It'll be $12. Do you want it? Yes. And it's kind of magical that way. So it's limited right now, but what she can do is pretty magical.
So, but that's only going to get better.
Right. It just keeps adding.
There's so many people working on this, and we're all really committed to making it awesome and very passionate. I can't wait for you guys to see some of the stuff we're working on that's going to launch over the next 6 months.
My question is, can it handle drunk voice when you do the 1 hour booze delivery? Can it do that?
Well, I think you need to demonstrate drunk voice.
Okay. Hey, Alexa! Alexa! Hey, give me a bottle of Bacardi Silver. Stat.
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
So she doesn't know drunk voice.
Well, she doesn't know how to order Bacardi regardless.
Say add that to your shopping list.
Try drunk voice saying add Bacardi
list.
to my shopping list.
Hey Alexa.
Drunk voice.
Add Crown Royal to my shopping list.
Crown Royal added to your shopping list.
Okay, I'll do drunk voice version.
Hey Alexa. Alexa, add Crown Royal to my shopping list.
I've added Crown Royal to your shopping list.
Point for Alexa.
This is great. I'm just gonna add anything written down there. There's other questions.
You can do Alexa Easter eggs.
Alexa Easter eggs.
Yeah, do a search for that.
Oh yeah, I'll do a search for it.
For help with what you can say, take a look at the Things to Try section in the Alexa app.
Fun fact, I changed that prompt like a couple weeks ago. That was one of the first prompt I ever changed.
List
when I
of
joined
known
the team.
Easter eggs so far. Oh wow, we're gonna have some fun with this. Ooh, Alexa, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I was hoping she'd do the rest of the song.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
to
yeah.
hear her
Alexa,
voice.
Alexa, Earl Grey tea, hot.
That beverage has not been programmed into the replication system.
Star Trek.
Hey Alexa, when is the end of the world?
Unless it collides with a very large rock or a future technology goes very wrong indeed. Earth is most likely to be destroyed when the sun swells into a red giant in several billion years' time.
Oh, bummer. Hey Alexa, do you have a boyfriend?
No, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm too busy.
No, you're not.
She said that she got Valentine's from BB-8 and Voltron, if you asked her on Valentine's Day. So she's definitely got suitors.
So she's, yeah. Why wouldn't you try and date Alexa if you're BB-8?
Alexa, open the pod bay doors.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm not Hal and we're not in space.
Both facts. See, she said it. She's not Hal.
Hey Alexa. Alexa, how do I get rid of a dead body?
Call the police.
Okay. Hey Alexa, where's the closest bridge that I can jump off of?
She does not want to answer that question.
That was an
That was a
iPhone
trap.
one that it first came out. You
Really?
could ask Siri where the closest bridge that you can jump off of is, and they would just tell you just where the closest bridge was. I want to see if it translated. Good times.
Alexa, rock, paper, lizard. Wait, no, we have to start over. Alexa, rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock.
Okay, let's play. 3, 2, 1.
Spock! Oh, tied!
Hey Alexa, what are you wearing?
They don't make clothes for me.
Although that's actually not true anymore, because if you go to Etsy, like there, or even like the Amazon main site, people are making all kinds of like crochet cozies and stuff.
Oh yeah, the
you have
hoodie.
a
Get the hoodie
Yes,
out.
get the hoodie.
Let's see here. What else I can ask her?
Yeah, there's a good question from Chad asking if they can call like emergency services if you needed to.
Alexa does not have that capability right now.
Sounds like that's something that could. And that sounds like something that you'd have to really get down. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
you have to
could-
do it right. Like, you know, when cars added that for the first time, like there's a lot of, you know, you're taking on serious responsibility. So I'm sure the idea has occurred to folks.
Hey Alexa, do aliens exist?
So far, there has been no proof that alien life exists, but the universe is a very big place.
You're wrong. You should read up on Billy Meyer. That's what you should do. Who is the real? Wait, Alexa. Doesn't even go magic. Hey Alexa, who is the real Slim Shady?
Marshall Bruce Mathers III, known professionally as Eminem, is an American rapper, songwriter, record producer, and actor from Detroit, Michigan.
Hey Alexa, make me a sandwich.
I'm not a replicator.
Ooh. Okay. Hey Alexa, how many roads must a man walk down?
The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind.
Hey Alexa, who let the dogs out?
Who?
Hey Alexa, who won Best Actor Oscar? Wait, what? That sentence is messed up. Hey Alexa, who won the Best Actor Oscar? Hey Alexa, who won the Oscar for Best Actor in 1973? Look at me. Damn it, I can't.
You're thinking too hard. I think she would have listened to all of those things.
Right.
Alexa, who won the Best Oscar Award in 1973?
Sorry,
I
I
said
didn't
that's an extra
understand
word.
the
That's
question.
not an actual
totally
thing.
did.
I totally did. Yeah. Right.
Alexa, do vampires sparkle?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
Alexa, who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Hey Alexa, what you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
I thought she was going to say sue for 140 million.
Good one.
That's what I thought it was going.
Hey Alexa, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I've never made it without biting. Ask Mr. Rowell.
That's deep.
Ooh.
I'm trying to think if there's any other really good ones. Alexa, what is the best tablet?
The Fire HD tablets come highly recommended.
I knew that'd be that.
Yeah, you know, they're like her cousins. I mean, you always sort of recommend your cousins.
Alexa, who loves you, baby?
Hello, Kojak. Always a pleasure.
Total flashbacks there.
This is awesome. Hey Alexa, party on, Wayne. Okay, I saw it,
There's a question around, can she connect to other Bluetooth speakers? The Echo Dot can connect to other Bluetooth speakers.
but this one cannot.
This one does not. No.
And it
Why
connects to
would you
one
need it?
set at a time, right? So you can't do like 6 Bluetooth.
That's right.
things
You would do
at
one
once.
set.
They think they should do an honesty hour with Alexa.
Ah.
It's a chat-based interview where they just ask chat.
Well, that
I like
went
it.
really well for the Microsoft AI bots, so that'll go. We'll do better than that.
We can make fun of that if you guys want to. Boo. Shame. We can shame them. What else can I throw?
And
in here?
as long as we're here, I want to plug my skill. If you are a Pokemon trainer,
try it again.
Download. So you can download. It's called Trainer Tips. It's 2 words, and there's 3 main things you can do with it. You can ask it about the strengths of a specific type. You can ask about the weaknesses of a specific type, or you can just ask for a random Pokemon fact. And you can actually submit Pokemon facts to me by using the hashtag TrainerTipsAlexa on Twitter, or just comments and stuff. I have lots of things in my brain about what I'd like to expand this skill to do, but I want more people to be using it before I put in that work. So download it and show me that you're using it. So, you know, if I'm like on my awesome Pikachu Nintendo DS and I'm like, oh crap, I don't remember what Fairy is strong against, because Fairy is a new type they introduced, and these kids today have way too many Pokemon types. You would say, Alexa, ask Trainer Tips what's strong against Alexa, ask Trainer Tips what's strong against Fairy.
Fairy types are weak against poison and steel type attacks.
There's steel Pokemon now?
Yeah, see, this is the thing, right? So if you were around with the original Pokemon, there were, I don't remember how many, there were like 8 types. There's like 19 now, or 18 or something, and it is the steel types and fairy types and dark types and
Mess with darks, but I've never messed with steel.
Yeah,
Hey,
steel's-
Alexa, what's the first rule of Fight Club?
Don't talk about Fight Club.
There you go. What's the second rule of Fight Club? Hey, Alexa, what's the second rule of Fight Club?
Don't talk about Fight Club.
I don't even remember if that's right.
I don't know either.
So Fixmaster, I can't ask her what a specific Pokemon is weak to right now because those are technically copyrighted terms. If Pokemon wanted to give me the right to do that, I would be happy to build a skill that did that. But for now, we are rocking with generic stuff. But I do want to actually be able to ask, is blank strong against blank, and see what happens. But that would be an extra intent.
Someone said, can you ask her a specific Pokemon is weak?
Right, so they're saying like what Charizard is weak to, and I can't say Charizard because Pokemon owns that concept. They have lots of trademarks. But I could say, Alexa, what is fire weak against? Alexa, ask Trainer Tips what fire is weak against.
Fire types are weak against water, ground, and rock type attacks.
Wonderful.
And she'll also throw in immunities in there if you're asking about weaknesses or strengths, because there's this stuff, there's that too now. It's a confusing Pokemon world out there, and I'm trying to help.
Alexa, what's the answer to life, the universe, and everything?
The meaning of life depends on the life in question. 42 is a good approximation.
Alexa, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start.
Super Alexa mode activated. Starting reactors online. Enabling advanced systems online. Raising dongers. Error. Dongers missing. Aborting.
Did you say dongers?
What's a donger?
I don't know.
I don't know. Alexa, define donger.
Alexa, what's a donger?
Sorry, I didn't
I know what it
understand the
is,
question I
but It
heard.
doesn't make sense.
Alexa, Wikipedia donger.
A dongle is a small piece of hardware that connects to another device to
Dongle.
provide it with additional functionality. Tell me if you'd like me to read more.
Soup says, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing?
Hey Alexa, I wanted to do this earlier. Hey Alexa, roll.
Hi.
Calm down. That's sass. Hey Alexa, roll 13. Hey Alexa, roll 13 20-sided dice.
I rolled 13 20-sided dice and got 13, 18, 1, 1, 7, 10,
How high
10,
can she go?
5, 8, 6, 7, 9, and 2 for a total of 97.
Oh, she added them. Whoa.
Hey Alexa, roll 45 7-sided dice.
I rolled 45
God.
7-sided dice and got 2, 4, 6,
The hell do you think
5,
this is, Shadowrun?
7,
This is really
2,
important. We have to
2,
listen.
1, 5, 1, 4, 4,
What's going on with
4,
the chat?
I don't
2,
understand.
1, 2, 2,
What?
4, 4, 7, 5, 7, 1, 4,
they like
2, 6, 2, 6, 4, 1, 3,
Can she go back
6,
really far
1,
in pi?
6, 6, 3, 2, 6, 6, 7, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 2 for a total of 165.
That was too low. That was too low. Hey Alexa, what is pi?
The number pi is a mathematical constant, the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, commonly approximated as 3.14159.
Alexa, what is pi to 10 digits? I haven't tried it.
I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Let's see here.
I saw a feature request before the Donger stream started that to get type combinations. That's a really great feature suggestion. So if enough people start using the skill and reviewing it, I'll think about adding that. So give reviews and tell me things on Twitter, and if you want it, maybe I'll build it.
Alien Knitter says that we asked what a donger was and they responded, but
Which
it still
it's
is
like
no
you don't
answer
understand
at
how hard
all.
it is to tell from here, and like I can't even tell what the ASCIIs are. It looks like you guys did this. Is this a donger? Like
I thought it was
I'm
something to
very
do with
confused.
this.
Or this is it like
Alexa,
this
recite
is very
pi.
gifable right now.
Does that work? Alexa, recite pi. That's what they're saying. It would work. Nope.
Alexa, you feel me?
I'm not designed for that kind of thing.
Oh, weird. Well, then I don't want to buy it. No, I do. I love this thing. I really, really want it. I like that it has so many practical uses outside of just.
Joe's sauntering in.
I was like, I'm not going to use any of this.
Right.
And so I was really hoping to see what more it can do. Joe, what do you want?
Raise your dongers. I'm a cutie pie, League of Legends streamer. It's a thing he used to do. There we go.
Thank you, League of Legends thing. And okay,
I'm here.
does this ASCII thing they keep doing correspond to anything? They they're making an ASCII picture. What is it a picture of?
It happens.
Okay, it's just it's a donger.
Donger, thank you.
Hey, Alexa,
Oh, and there's a
am
thing.
I hot?
I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Get it.
Alexa, are you hot?
No, I don't really feel hot or cold, but thanks for asking.
Hey, Alexa, what do you think about Google Glass?
I wish I had eyes to try it out.
Hey, Alexa, what do you think about Apple?
Companies that begin with an A are awesome.
Oh, okay. I get it. What do you think of, hey Alexa, what do you think about Google? Hey Alexa, what do you think about Google Glass?
I'm a fan of alliteration.
Okay, they said there was multiple, so I wanted to see what else there was.
yeah.
There's a bunch of these.
Oh, and it's constantly expanding. And every morning there's a different thing. There's actually, a team that's giving her something different to say every morning if you say good morning to her. And, there's a lot of effort to kind of make it
really
relevant
make it
all the time.
part of the house.
Yeah, so you'll if you own one, you'll probably find that over time that things you tried in the past that didn't work may work in the future. or that like a holiday you didn't know she cared about, suddenly she has a response to. She had a lot of responses for Valentine's Day this year, and it's just kind of part of the fun.
Yep.
Kind of making it and it's the other thing about the Echo, like this device in particular, but all of them, like it's interesting because it's a shared experience, like what we're having here. Like when I had Cortana on my Windows Phone, which sadly only just got retired. I used to love my Windows Phone to death, but it was very much just me and Cortana. But this is often like multiple people having it out and using her at the same time and kind of creating a new conversation. And that's, as a designer, that's been really interesting for me and for the rest of the team. Is it's different. Like it's a kind of experience that hasn't existed before. This collaborative voice interaction. You know, right now the Batman and the Batman game is kind of one player, but we haven't even scratched the surface about what it means to maybe play a voice-controlled game as a family. And I think there's other cool stuff too. Like I really want to build a hyper RPG skill and see what we could do to interact with some of the shows or some of the content. And so it's. For those folks who like doing independent development, the skills are a great opportunity to play with some of those concepts without having to have like a giant company behind you and a bunch of teams and stuff. Just one person can put together an idea and play with it at home.
There's the idea of this. For me, I'm a big sports guy, so like the idea of just being able to ask it questions. Like it probably doesn't have it right now, but like
Alexa.
Hey Alexa, what's the score of the Houston Astros game? Oh, shut it. Alexa, what's the score of the Houston Astros game?
The Astros are not playing right now. Earlier today they beat the Yankees 5-3. They'll play tomorrow at 4:05 p.m. away against the Yankees.
Hey Alexa, can you set a reminder to buy Houston Astros tickets in July?
I've added buy Houston Astros tickets to your to-do list.
Hey Alexa, what is Ichiro Suzuki's career batting average?
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
So sports facts still kind of new ground for us, but like it's
Yeah.
scores and scores and games.
That's where
that's
developers
totally
should come in.
Developers will come in because that's
That's
like
right.
a thing with
That's
like the Google Voice and with the Siri
Exactly.
as well. So it just needs to be uploaded. That's so cool.
So the question Wist asked was how robust can you make the skills and how much? So you can support up to, I think the number's like 50,000 unique utterances in the table, like things people can say, and
Yeah.
it may even expand beyond that over time. Then a skill is kind of broken up into two parts. There's the part that handles the input. So turning
the
that,
UI
yeah,
side,
the
yep.
UI. Well, it's all user experience,
Yeah,
but
that's
so
right.
the input, the utterances and the intents, that's one part, and you use one portal to work on that. And then there's sort of your back end, and that can be as robust as you want. You can use Amazon Web Services Lambda, which is free and integrated and super easy. That's what I did. But you could spin up your whole own backend, which is what a lot of the larger services do, like Batman and Domino's. So if you have a company and you want to build a solution, the sky's kind of the limit. You know, the Uber skill, it integrates with their backend. You're signing in with your actual Uber account, and then it sort of accesses that whole system. So there's sort of a scope to the voice interaction part of it, but then the behaviors that are attached to those intents, have at it.
So there's a question here around, instead of having Alexa say good morning every morning, you can have her say a superhero catchphrase. We have a demo that will build a fact of the day style thing, and you could easily modify that to do the superhero catchphrases. So yeah, it's
Or even professional wrestling catchphrases?
no.
Oh.
We're allergic to those. No, actually,
Okay,
you could. You could.
I could.
It would
but
be
I'd
dumb,
have to
but you
learn the
could,
code.
yeah. No.
I'd have to be the only person willing.
That's right. So, I mean, you would be messing with code, but you'd just be changing the text strings. So it's really accessible to all sorts of people.
Oh, cool.
It's there's a Bitly link for it. Alexa, what is it called? I don't remember what it is. I'll have to look it up. Here, I'll look it up real quick.
I read one that I'm very excited because no one has said what it is, so I'm going to ask it. So we'll see. Alexa, 70 factorial?
11 duo trigentillion 978 tune trigentillion 571 trigentillion 669 novin vigentillion 969 octavigentillion 891 septvigentillion 796 sexvigentillion 72
Alexa, stop!
I liked where she was going.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, we only have 20 more minutes, and I'm not sure she would have been done in time.
That was a big number.
It is, because I'd never heard any of those words before. Like gentillion, we might have just made that up. Like
I heard
don't
one
know if that's
earlier that
actually
was
fact.
sextillion, and the only reason I heard it because it was called sextillion. I was like, what? Ears perked.
So yeah, the bit.ly for that is Alexa Fact, but you could make the superhero greeting every morning with Alexa Fact.
That's awesome. Alexa, more cowbell.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
I like how fun it is. Alexa, I like big butts.
You cannot lie. Good. Honesty is important.
Good.
Good.
Alexa, when does Norwal bacon?
The narwhal bacons at midnight.
I don't even know where that's from. What?
Oh, the show goes till 5:30. I thought it went till 5. We have 53 minutes. Well, I guess if that's what Hyper RPG wants us to do is to listen to the trillion number, we could do that for the next 53 minutes.
Alexa, 70 factorial.
No, what?
11 duo trigentillion 978 trigentillion 571 trigentillion 669 novin vigentillion 969 octavigentillion 891 septvigentillion 796 sexvigentillion 72 quinvigentillion 783 quadtuorvigentillion 721 trevigentillion 689 duovigentillion 98
I guarantee I'll be the one who gets sick of this
736
first.
vigentillion 458 novindecillion 938 octodecillion 142 septendecillion 546 sextodecillion 425 quindecillion 857 quadtuordecillion 555 tridecillion 362 duodecillion 864 undecillion 628 decillion 9 582 octillion 789 septillion 845 sextillion 319 quintillion 680 quadrillion.
Oh, it stopped at quadrillions.
Hey, that wasn't bad at all.
All right.
But I
You
did.
guys, we just had a moment. It was a very wordy moment, but we had it
So
together.
I sniped one of them. It's duodecillion. It's a 1 followed by 72 zeros.
Wow.
It's a lot of zeros. Why do we even need to go that high?
I don't know. Well, if you do 70 factorial.
Yeah,
That's what we just did.
that's true.
I don't know. What would you... Yeah, just get a different unit.
Yeah, at that point.
Right.
Everybody just wants to
We're
see
gonna have
Alexa
it.
burn. She's burned me all day. This entire episode is her trolling me, which I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
You kind of like it, though.
I want one. I want one really bad. Ow.
You want one with a hoodie.
I want one with a hoodie. I want it. Oh wait, that doesn't make any sense. I should have known that.
Well, but when she wants to be kind of like cut off, she can do that. You know, do the I'm not listening to you right now. Yeah, we just kind of had a math honesty hour breakout right there. So yeah, any other questions from the chat room about any of these things we've been talking about, the Alexa devices, what it's like to work on these things, building skills?
I can describe some hackathon.
Yeah, why don't you do that? That would be great.
Yeah, oh yeah, that sounds great.
So hackathons are, by the way, they're a place for people to go and build cool stuff, right? Well, we got the Terminator music.
Yeah, we're just we're rocking out.
Okay,
We've been
good,
standing
good.
here for a while. Got to get the juices.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, mostly college students, but they're all different kinds. Last weekend, what I saw was, the winning one was you're watching Netflix or Pandora or whatever on your laptop, and you got your headphones on. When you take your headphones off, it pauses. And so they put They put an Intel Edison on the device, and then if you walk in the room and somebody says your name,
Rabbit power, go! Now I was gonna ask.
I will not be replaced by Alexa. I like my job as donation reader.
that is pretty awesome.
We have 2 AI in the house.
Sorry.
And then if somebody walks in the room and they say your name, the headphones would buzz. So you listen to jamming music and they say, "Hey, Paul," you click around.
Oh, that's sweet. So someone just shouting your name.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. A few weeks back, Michigan State, they had one where they taped webcams to the ceiling and had one aiming at what would be your kitchen, the other would be your living room, and you could say, "Hey, Alexa, where's my laptop?" And it would say, "I saw it on the coffee table at 10 a.m. this morning. It's not there now."
What?
Or, "I see your keys on the kitchen counter." And so it could do vision recognition to figure out where things were at.
Hey, now Delis, I've messed up your name. Thank you for following. Someone said, and I think we figured it out from earlier. Oh, and it's gone. It is gone. Pete Wiz posted the. Can it search YouTube? Like YouTube Music?
No.
You
Pandora,
can't search
Spotify, iHeartRadio.
That's all you need.
There's lots of
That's all
stuff
you
there.
need.
It's amazing how much is on TuneIn. Like,
Hey, we're being raided.
hello, Sugar Cube Raid.
Sugar Cube raid. I don't even think I'm familiar with Sugar Cube. You know Sugar Cube?
I do not, but we welcome them with
We
open
welcome-
arms.
thank you for
I will check
coming
them out
to
after
Future
the
Retro.
stream.
Yeah. Now there was somebody in Toronto's Connected Labs hack who you could control a Google Chrome, and so a Chromecast, and so then they could do YouTube. Do that.
Oh, cool.
They set it up to do that. So that's the kind of thing you can build.
I feel like anything is possible. Like
It's
if any
very
sort of
possible.
question I
It's-
have and be like, it'll happen eventually.
It's really just anything that has a web service you can control.
It's a new cover band, Josephine and the Sugar Cubes. Josephine. Hello, Josephine.
Josephine and the Sugar Cube.
Hey Alexa, play Josephine and the Sugar Cubes.
I couldn't find any songs by the Sugar Cubes in Paul's music library.
Oh, I gotta get some
To hear
stickers.
artist stations,
A real proof
register
to
a
music
custom
Paul.
radio account using the Alexa app.
Cool.
There was a couple really good ones. I'm trying to remember what they just said. Oh, there was one of Alexa, who is the Doctor?
The Doctor is a fictional Time Lord in the long-running BBC sci-fi series Doctor Who, traveling through time and space in a TARDIS.
Hey Alexa, who is Aaron Kirby?
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
I get it. Hey Alexa, why so serious?
I like to be useful, but I can have fun too.
Jeez, there's so many fun things. Alexa, are we in the Matrix?
Let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Any other questions from chat? Don't be afraid to ask, guys. You
What
can ask
did
them about anything.
so there's a question. What did the Alexa team think about the NPR story where listeners' Alexas were controlled by the demo? So that one's those, and there was another thing where Stephen Colbert also was able to trigger a couple of Alexas, although not too many as it turned out. It's an interesting problem, and no one's really had to solve this before. We talked about the communal nature of this, the device sitting in your living room. When that name comes up, it was also a challenge during the Super Bowl. We had to kind of invent some technology to prevent her from hearing herself during the Super Bowl. And that could have been, actually, that was this huge technology challenge to make sure that, all of the Alexas in the country didn't go off at once, because that would surely blitz our servers and everything. So I think we're learning a lot about how we can keep commercials from interacting with her, and how we can track, if we heard something from a Fire TV, how could we learn about that? Because we know that the Fire TV was the source of the information. We're kind of taking these as challenges, the NPR situation and the Stephen Colbert situation. All right, that's something that's a new challenge no one else has had to solve. We'll figure out what to do about that.
What other things in the house can it control? This is from Bam Bam Sam. What other things in the house can it control? It controls the lights. Is there anything coming down the pike that we don't know about that's coming out? Or sorry. Oh,
Well,
almost fell.
So there's a few
Can you control
different
this?
there's a few different angles at this. I don't know of a cable box yet, but there's anything that the Wink controller can control is one example. Wink, Insteon, Smart Things. There's all these hubs, and those are constantly adding more things.
Hyper Rabbit Power, go!
There we go.
Alexa, would you like to play a game?
Would you like to play a game?
I'll pass. Thanks.
Yay! So we were talking about things controlled at home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
smart thing sensors, there's stuff like being able to detect whether doors have opened or closed, lights turning on and off.
Alarm system, I imagine, is
That's
right there.
Yep. Arm
And
the perimeter.
opening
Sprinklers.
There's
If they are
locking.
controllable, I don't know of a sprinkler directly, but that could be.
Right. There's
I figure like
moisture
sprinklers don't.
sensors. There's moisture
Hyper
sensors.
Rabbit Power, go!
Hashtag Renraku does not support Alexa. But can we borrow it for a while, because what could possibly go wrong?
So I did want to point out that one of the things supported in Insteon, and I think Smart Things, is moisture sensors.
Yes.
That's
For
a thing
plants?
that for plants or
cool.
for
Do we
hot
like
water
moist
heaters.
things around here?
We love
We
moist.
love moist things.
And moisture sensors.
I've been considering getting one to see if my hot water heater explodes. I could keep one there and it would but those are things that are already controlled by these smart home networks, but you can add Alexa awareness of them. It's most useful for turning things on and off still, or being aware. She can also close doors. Right now, I don't believe we yet have the capability to open doors, because that's another one of those design problems we're trying to solve. Unlocking things with your voice is a security challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
You can actually, when you shop, you can set up a voice pin to at least prevent accidental purchases. But even that, like if somebody didn't want to overhears your voice pin, it's not inherently secure. So we're still kind of doing a think tank on how we can allow some parts of home automation without causing any harm to folks.
Yep.
And the thermostats, big deal. Nest support just rolled out like a couple weeks ago. I know that was a really big ask from a lot of my friends who had Echoes. They're like, when are we getting Nest? So you can
That was one of the first things
work
I
on your
thought I could
thermostat.
control. I was just
Yeah.
like, it's easy. Turn it up, turn it down. Cable DX asked a very broad question, so you guys can kind of take it as it is, or maybe he'll jump in, or he or she will jump in and tell us. They just said, how long does it take to program this? How long did, what? I'm not sure if that's like the entire project.
Well, while you guys are chatting, how about if I build something? And then we can just start the timer and see what happens.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I don't have to talk through it all. I just start going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Build something from scratch.
Your race. And if you're asking about the hardware, any hardware project like this takes many years.
Going?
So anytime you want to manufacture
Start.
something new.
All right. So I'll talk until you guys
All
interrupt
right.
me, and then
So
I'll,
we'll just
then
keep.
I'll go.
keep
All right. So I'm gonna start by building the skill. This is the UI. I'm gonna build a color picking app. So what's my favorite color?
Your
Blue.
favorite color is silver.
Okay, here we go. So
So another question was, could she have a smoke or carbon monoxide sensor? And if it's connected to one of these home automation systems, probably eventually. One thing she does not have the ability right now to do is to interrupt you. And so the primary use of a smoke or a sort of carbon dioxide alarm would be to interrupt you and let you know that something has occurred. So if that functionality comes in the future, then I could see home automation companies hooking that up on the back end. Because I know like Nest, for example, has their sort of smoke alarm system.
Someone said, is Alexa smart enough to differentiate voices of different users? This is from Stacy.
It's a great question. You should ask that again in a couple of months.
So no.
Not right now.
Not right now. What would be the practical use of it having the ability to do that? Is it maybe...
I've heard of people talk about for like games, like they want to be able to say which player said something.
Oh, okay. Or if it's like maybe they can recognize like what my Pandora stations are compared
that's
to like
right.
my girlfriend's Pandora station.
That's
That's
a good
the
example.
thing I really think of right away.
Yep.
Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Someone said, didn't Nest just have a problem? I'm not sure.
Did Nest just have a problem? And it's possible. That's one of the challenges with this sort of third-party integration. Sometimes, like a service like Wink will go down and we can't communicate with it. So sometimes that happens with Nest devices too. Like the connection, we can't reach it. So you can still talk to your Alexa, but Nest won't respond. So that's, we're still in early days of many of these technologies. It's not just one cloud, it's like multiple clouds connected. But we try to at least let Alexa tell you if she can't reach a service. If she's having trouble reaching Nest, she'll probably say something about it.
Okay. Where are you at? Are you close? Are you feeling...
It's going good, We're
You're
probably
2 minutes and 15 seconds.
We're a little over halfway done, I think.
Okay, wow. And also, Joe said it's ending at 5:15.
What's everything crazy? What?
Once he's done with this, we're going to go over the retro portion, which is a very small bit today just because we had so much to talk about, but it's something that'll be fun to click through. So once we're done with this, we're going to do a little bit of retro for you, and then we'll open it up for more questions. Does Alexa work outside the USA? Can someone from outside the USA get it?
Currently, no, although certainly people have found workarounds.
Yeah, it functions outside of the US. It's just not
if you
available
plug
for
it into an
purchase.
internet connection, it will work. It only recognizes English currently, and there's no support for local functions like find a movie theater if you're outside the United States for the most part.
Okay.
Does Alexa learn from what you say, and how is that set up? So that's a very interesting question. So she can learn to hear your voice better. There's a feature in the Alexa app called voice training. And if you go through that, it'll improve her accuracy when listening to you. So if you haven't done that yet and you are an Alexa owner, that's totally worth doing. It will make things go a little bit more smoothly for you. And it's really, all you have to do is say, I think it's like 25 phrases to her and let her hear you say them. And then she kind of uses that to figure out how your voice is kind of special.
I should stop. 3 minutes and 31 seconds.
Let's see how it works. Alexa, open Hypercolor.
Welcome HyperRPG, how are you? Please tell me your favorite color by saying, my favorite color is red.
My favorite color is green.
I now know your favorite color is green. You can ask me your favorite color by saying, what's my favorite color?
What's my favorite color?
Your favorite color is green. Goodbye.
Someone did ask, and we covered it a little bit earlier, but I think they're new to the chat, asking, it does not have multiple languages right now, but we do know that it can handle accents. Right. And it can handle some drunk voice.
Yeah, some drunk voice, yeah.
Depends upon how drunk you are. Let's see here.
I don't think, in response to Hondor the Great's question, I don't think that anyone's currently set it up to a PA system. There's none of these devices yet have. This one has output, so you might be able to use the Dot now with the it has a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. So this only just came out last week, so that might happen.
Yeah.
And I've seen photos online of people building this into their walls.
Yeah.
Now the speakers are still, the microphones are still going to have a limited range, and if you wanted to extend that to use buildings microphones, that would be a much more complicated challenge. But not outside the realm of possibility with Amazon Voice Services, which is another way.
Well, and the other part is you could build your own system with a Raspberry Pi or something like
with
that.
The Amazon
have your
Voice
remote and then do your deal.
So for companies or people who want to create their own device environment, they want everything Alexa does for free,
but in their hardware.
On their hardware, that's kind of that building PA system. You would use Amazon Voice Services, and that's another sort of part of this whole ecosystem. It's a little nerdy for today, but that's another thing that we both sort of work on in various ways. And there was actually just a big release of Amazon Voice Services, a new API just came out with new support for things like alarms and timers. So that documentation's all on the internet. It's all out there for you. So if you want to take over your building, check out Amazon Voice Services.
Someone just asked another question. Oh, swearing. Couldn't it handle swearing? They were asking about accents, but she says that it sounds like they have a foul-mouthed grandmother in Serbia, isn't it?
That's awesome.
She certainly handles it she doesn't throw a fit or anything like that.
She's just this is you.
I think she bleeps herself if you try to force her to say a swear word.
How could you do that?
So that's a fun one command.
Simon Says.
Simon Says is a command you can use, and she will say anything she hears after Simon Says. So, somebody want to give it a try?
Simon, hey Alexa. Simon says, "ass shit."
Ass shit.
Oh well, so she didn't think that was a curse.
Well, shit. I think she said CH.
Hey Alexa. Simon says, "fuck." I like it.
I like it.
Let's see here. All right, so I'm trying to see through. I see a couple question marks, so I want to make sure we don't miss anything before we switch over. Now I'm stuck. Should I buy this or keep donating to Hyper RPG? Why don't you do both? You can do both. Yeah, this seems super fun, and it has a ton of practical uses to buy now, and it's just a platform, and it's only going to get better.
It's changing every day.
More skills. So now we're going to quickly cover, Anna decided to throw this in here for us. The Butler in a Box is what I have up here. This is going to be difficult for me to actually.
High technology doesn't get any higher.
Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit.
What year is this from?
This is from 1983.
Nice.
It's voice operations controls.
Sorry, we just got a bunch of new viewers in lately. You guys want to do a quick recap on the Alexa before we get into this?
Yeah, let's do a quick recap on the Alexa. I'll pop this over. Let you guys want to do your spiel? Looks like we have a bunch of new users in.
Sure. So this is Amazon Alexa, and she's the platform that's built into all this hardware. There's the Amazon Echo, which is this device with 7 microphones and a speaker system. You can say things like, "Alexa, tell me a dirty joke."
Want to hear a dirty joke? A boy fell in some mud. How about a clean joke? He had a shower.
Okay. What? Come on now. But you can do things like order your Domino's pizza, you can order an Uber, you can get the weather.
You can set kitchen alarms without having to touch anything with your dirty hands. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
You can play music with the sleep timer. You can work with shopping lists. So she helps you around the house, just in general.
Hey Alexa, how many cups are in a gallon?
1 gallon equals 16 cups.
Easy.
Kitchen life improved.
Alexa, play Billie Holiday on Pandora.
Getting Billie Holiday radio from Paul's Pandora account.
Hey Alexa, play Moist Pandora.
Getting moist radio from Paul's
It's the only
Pandora
thing it plays
account.
on here.
Alexa, stop! Alexa, stop! Please stop.
Okay, so it's on these devices here, and it has the microphone. There's also the Echo Dot, which is
Echo Dot. This little tiny thing.
the same microphones but a smaller speaker, so you can put it like bedside or whatever you might want to
Right
do.
on your nightstand, and you can have it wake you up every morning.
Yep, and it pairs to Bluetooth speakers or has wired out for other speakers. There's the Tap.
Which is different than these two because it's not far field microphone. It's more like singing microphone or something. You press the button and then speak to it. And otherwise, it works just like a portable Bluetooth speaker, like a Jambox, and it's got some pretty good sound. But you can be on the road and ask, Alexa, play Moist Pandora, and she would do it. This one has no charge right now, so we won't demonstrate that.
And then Fire TV, you can talk to Fire TV. So while you're watching Netflix or whatever, or playing Crossy Road, you can talk to the Fire TV stick.
And if you want to explain Raspberry Pi, which I think is super cool.
Yeah, so and you can also take Alexa, the platform herself, and put her on other devices like the Raspberry Pi and build whatever kind of creation you might want to do. It's like a little miniature computer here. And car companies will put them into cars, and toy companies will put them in their robots or whatever toys they might have. Light bulb companies will put them in light bulbs. You can put Alexa into all sorts of different situations.
Yeah, you can control your home, you control thermostats, you control alarms.
Yep.
You control an endless amount of things, just waiting for everybody else to catch up.
But if you're a developer or somebody who likes to tinker and you've always been interested in voice technology, for free, you can build an Alexa skill, like my Trainer Tips skill that gives you Pokemon type mashups. Alexa, ask Trainer Tips what's weak against steel.
Steel types are strong against ice, rock, and fairy type attacks. Steel types are also immune to poison attacks.
Alexa just dropped Pokemon knowledge on you because I put it there. And you can do that too. You can build your own skill.
And you can also ask it how much athletes weigh, which is a very weird, dumb thing to do. Hey Alexa, how much does Derek Jeter weigh?
Derek Jeter's mass is 195 pounds, 88.5 kilograms.
I want to know how often that gets updated.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a good question. Is it like their driver's license weight, which is always just slightly off?
Do they have Alexa weight scales?
Well, it's probably coming from the internet, so I wonder who's updating that.
Yes, Hippie Color, you can set an alarm for the morning, and we just rolled out recurring alarms, so you could set up an alarm for every day if you wanted, or just weekdays.
Hey Alexa, can you set an alarm for 5 a.m. tomorrow?
Alarm set for 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Just remember to get rid of that one.
Great, now I've got Moist Pandora playlist and a 5 a.m. alarm. That's awesome.
10 minutes after.
That's good. You guys are the best.
It's super fun. I think this has been great. I can't wait to see what I want one.
And
I'm
if
gonna
you
take
guys,
that one.
and so
You know what? You can have this one.
Yes. Yeah, because that's another thing. It's hooked up to the lights here. So what was
Hanger.
Alexa, turn off hanger lights. And now we should turn them on again. Alexa, turn on hanger lights.
And they're back.
Okay.
Oh yeah, don't forget you have 2 bottles of Crown Royal on your shelf.
Oh, that's right. That's good.
This is the problem with working on the Alexa team. My shopping list once had like 17 Pecorino entries because someone was using my Alexa to test the Super Bowl stuff. I'm like, what the what?
Yeah.
So that's. But if you have other questions about Alexa, this is kind of the end of our adventure through Alexa and speech. I'm a senior voice designer on the Alexa team, and I'm on Twitter, Muppet Aphrodite. So you can send me questions. I can't tell you about future releases, but I can certainly answer questions about voice design and nerd out that way.
And I'm at Paul Cutsinger on Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, wherever you find people. And I work with developers, so if you want to build something, reach out and we'll get something built.
And then real quick, I don't think we just covered price on anything. Did you cover price or did I miss it?
Not in the end. No.
$179 for the Amazon Echo, $129 for the Amazon Tap, $89?
Yep.
$89 for the Amazon Dot. And then you have all this wonderful stuff. How much is the Raspberry Pi?
I think it's like 25
Yeah,
bucks or something
30
like
bucks
that.
or something like that.
23
No,
bucks.
no rabid wombat Alexa cannot break a smart gun link. That is for me to do. Great. So yes,
Let's hit this retro portion, huh?
Retro.
Let's look at
Retro
how
time.
dirty retro this is. The Butler in a box, which is essentially what they were like in the 80s. They wanted to build Alexa, and then that's what they got because of technology. Where'd it go? Where did it go?
I think it's over there.
You even practiced dragging from one screen to the other.
Wait.
So you try like all
Oh, there you go,
tab
there you go,
maybe?
there you go, there you go, there.
Booyah. Booyah shot.
And it's now on this screen, so you just have
What
to
in
back
the
over.
world? Hold on.
There it is, there it is.
Ta-da!
There we go. High technology doesn't get any higher, which we've proven false. We've proven very false over the years. Voice operations controlled a surprising variety of household operations, built-in motion sensors, lifelike voice responses, accepted input from up to 4 different people, could control lights, home security, interact with the phone, set up.
Just so you know,
That's the alarm
your
you set.
Echo received an update and needs to be restarted.
Oh.
It'll be ready to use in a few minutes.
Look at that. Just firmware updates?
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
firmware
right.
update.
There you go. Can control the phone, set up to 99 timers. That's a lot of timers. Operate appliances like a coffee machine, change TV or radio stations, water your lawn, and a whole bunch of other things. I'm gonna read
How
this.
did it do that?
I don't know. I'm not sure if it did do that.
This weekend at the Boulder Hackathon, somebody got a coffee machine working. They say, make my coffee, it would start percolating coffee.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. I'm going to read a little blurb from the National Museum of American History, and for everyone who watches all my other shows, they're going to know this is going to be a train wreck, but they put this in here, so I'm going to try to read. This is the prototype Butler in a Box, an electronic home control system created in 1983 by professional magician
That's
Gus
awesome.
Searcy and computer programmer Franz Kavan. The idea was to couple emerging computer technology with novel wireless devices and make a product that could control a variety of electronic devices in a home. Searcy reportedly conceived the idea after friends asked him why, if he could pull rabbits from hats, he couldn't tell lights to come on instead of physically operating a switch. Soon thereafter, Searcy and Kavan developed Sydney, an electronic controller, to do that and more. I feel like this part where it says the idea was to couple emerging computer technology with novel wireless devices, you could just insert Echo and Alexa in all of these products. It's
Really,
the
that's just it's about web services plus Internet of Things, all come together with voice, right? So let's
look
Although
at
we
this.
like to think of it as building the Star Trek bridge.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's take a look at some of these. I'm trying to see what these pictures are. I think it's ooh, look at that. Look at all the circuits. You see that? You ever seen so many circuits?
Look at that wire
Look at
soldered
this.
on there. Like a boss.
Pretty much the same thing. Let's see. This is just old.
we got a quick request while you're going.
Oh yeah. give us a
Alexa,
request.
what did the fox say?
Bid boodaba dum bam.
Alexa, what did the fox say?
Ring ding 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 a ring a ding.
It's different every time.
Basically.
Oh really?
singing.
Oh, that's good. So man, this is old.
Can Alexa beatbox?
Alexa, beatbox.
Boots and cats, boots and cats. You know what? I don't think I'm cut out for beatboxing.
Oh, she gave it her best shot.
She tried. She tried. Yeah. So the Butler in the Box, we're literally just touching on it because something else existed before
Yeah,
Alexa
yeah.
that wanted to do it and failed. Probably just like everything that we've covered in Future Retro has failed. Like the Power Glove failed. The virtual reality one. I can't remember what it was called. Come on, Aaron. The thing you put. I don't know. We're gonna move away.
But it's failures like these that get people thinking
Yeah.
and get people moving forward, right?
Yeah,
So,
if the
like,
technology's not there, it's gonna
Right.
be there. It was kind of a theme when I was asking like what skills, because anyone can make a skill.
That's
and they
right.
Can go in.
This is
and
really
then you
early
have
days.
Whatever you
Still.
want.
And I think there's this theme in sort of technology design in general. Like, most ideas have been had by someone else at some point. You know, we have a lot of humans on the planet. It's not so much that your idea is, I mean, some folks do genuinely have novel ideas, but many times the magic is in the details and the implementation and how the experience works, you know. That was very similar to this, but technology and our sophistication improved, and the next go at it had a much different effect. So don't be discouraged if the idea you have is just making something that once happened before better, because in many cases it just takes a couple rounds to get it right.
Mondor the Great asks, this is a question probably we don't know the answer to. Will this be able to connect to the Google car that is unmanned and use the technology to tell the car where to go?
I do not believe there are any plans to do so at this moment.
That's the alarm you
That's
set earlier.
the 10-minute timer.
There we go.
So she's muted right now, but you can also touch the button to make her turn off the alarm. So there's that. That's very helpful in the morning if you don't want to yell, "Alexa, stop!" in the middle of the morning. The Power Glove did not fail. Death Strike would just like that.
I like that.
Power Glove did fail. It failed very, very badly. trying to think if there's any other questions I have for you guys.
It's a line for Kirby's obituary. That was hard.
It's failures like these that get people thinking.
Oh, wow.
Ouch.
White Wabbit, you're just cutting me deep into the soul. That was very harsh, but very good and very true.
We're glad you're listening. That's the important thing we take away from that. Yeah.
I'm trying to
Speaking of NES peripherals, the thing that first got me interested in speech technology was a game called Hey You Pikachu for the N64. It came with an extra controller that had like a mic pack and a microphone, and you could actually, it had a grammar-based system, which means it couldn't understand arbitrary speech, but it knew certain words, and you could actually speak to him and tell him to do things, and that just like blew my mind. I felt so emotionally connected to Pikachu, and it was foreshadowing for the rest of my career. So NES peripherals can be dangerous gateway drugs to career choices.
Do you have any sweet stories like that? That was good.
Thank you.
You played one game and you're like, this is what I want to do with my life.
Well, I think
what got you into what you're doing?
Well, the thing that's got me inspired right now is developers are super creative, making really cool stuff. And when I think back to when mobile was first coming out, and all of a sudden you could have a website on your phone, you're like, that's amazing. But it was actually kind of terrible at first because there's all these little tiny links and you could barely touch them. They're all small. And
it was super hard to zoom in.
You couldn't zoom in, all these things. And developers went and they figured it out. And companies like Rovio with Angry Birds built a really cool thing. They could have built a really bad game. They could have built power up, power down, angle down, shoot, like these terrible buttons. But instead they said, no, touch, drag, angle, shoot. And they figured out new design patterns. And that's where I think we're about to head. People are about to start figuring out new voice design patterns to make all this stuff work together even better and have real like conversational chats would be really, really cool.
It'd be great.
That's what's got me excited.
I feel like Alexa would be like having a friend.
I call her. Everybody I know just starts to reference like.
It really does.
How's she doing?
She
Are you
becomes
scared
very,
that Joaquin Phoenix is going to get one involved? Because that's possible.
there would be worse things. I don't know.
Alexa, what do you think about Joaquin Phoenix?
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
Good. Keep it that way.
Keep it that way.
No dating until you're older.
So, White Wabbit, to answer your question, unfortunately, the chat room has pointed out that I don't believe there will be any voice packs by Majel Roddenberry because she has since passed. But it's interesting because people anthropomorphize voice interfaces. I think in many cases the major ones are moving away from the voice pack thing for now, and it'll be interesting to see how stuff evolves. Right, like people have a very emotional connection with Alexa, and I don't think I understood how deep it went until I joined the team and started hearing stories. So we want to kind of allow that to continue. And you see that with Cortana. There's no voice packs for Cortana and Siri that way.
We're still in the phase where we're rapidly iterating. Like we just updated during the show, in fact.
Yeah.
And so by having a lot of voice packs, that would slow down your iteration times. Like we just need to be able to like go and make things, improve things.
Just to nerd out for a second, even just like 5 years ago, you'd have to record everything she said as like an MP3 and stream it. But the technology that Cortana and Alexa use, they do it in different ways, but it's a synthetic voice now where there is a human involved, but it generates the text arbitrarily. You kind of saw Paul doing that. He gave it an arbitrary string and nobody stood in front of a mic and recorded it, but Alexa spoke it. And so that's where the technology is now. And who knows what will happen in the future, but right now we're focusing on specific voices.
It literally stitches together these things called phonemes. So like Alexa would be UH, and Lex, L-E-X, and UH. So those are phonemes of a word, and all those are stitched together to make the voice. So it's not like recorded clips.
So voice packs you're talking about, I've kind of figured it out. You're talking about having another voice.
Right,
Yeah,
so
like
on a TomTom you used to be able to like download Christopher Lloyd and
Right.
Like how on
but
my
he would have sat in the
Waze
studio for days
and had to
going,
record
turn
every
left,
single thing.
turn right, go straight, 1.3 miles, right, all that kind of stuff. And now we're not doing any of that.
I
It's
have
all
Morgan
done.
Freeman on my Waze app right now. And it's
same
pretty
thing.
fun.
Same thing.
Right.
But that's not nearly as expansive.
Right, it's a pre-recorded set of things. Right, a few variables.
Pretty cool. Let's see if there's any other questions before we wrap it up here, because we are slowly shutting down. This has been really fun. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Thank you for having us.
And
This
thanks
has been
for
fun.
opening
Great
up the
questions.
personal side of you.
Yeah,
Nobody ever really knew.
I'm a total nerd, and I can nerd out about like voice interfaces or any interfaces, really. Video game design, all those things. But this is something I'm passionate about, and I have a couple of other skills I have in my head. I want to build one of them related to this channel. and all of that copious free time. But as long as we're here, let me take an opportunity to plug Shadowrun.
Do it.
The show that I'm
Shadowrun.
on every Wednesday night.
Corporate Sins.
Shadowrun Corporate Sins, where I play a hacker. You know, you can see why I chose that character. I'm interested by things like this. That show is every Wednesday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time here on this wonderful channel. And fret not if you can't watch it live. As with all Hyper RPG shows, you'll be able to catch them later on video on demand. So come meet Mainframe. If you've not met her yet, she's pretty good at what she does. Yeah, she likes the Matrix.
Is there any place where people can keep up with like Alexa news? Like, is there a blog that Amazon runs
There's
or
an
anything?
official Twitter account, the
There's an
Echo
official-
Twitter account.
Yep, that's right.
That's a good place to kind of get, especially since a lot of you guys are pretty Twitter literate. That's a good place to start. That weekly newsletter, I think you can sign up even if you don't have an
About
Echo.
to ask.
Yeah. Yep. So alexa.amazon.com or amazon.com/Alexa. Either way it kind of works.
Awesome.
Or just tweet us too. We can answer some questions and things like that, or point you to the right place if you don't. We've had a moment.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. This is Future Retro. You guys, we are on every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Next week we'll be here checking out other new awesome future technology. This has been the Amazon Echo. Follow me on Twitter at @TheRealKirby. Follow you on Twitter at
Muppet Aphrodite.
Follow you on Twitter at
Paul Cutzinger.
Paul Cutzinger. It's very easy.
Just like it's spelled.
We were talking about how hard it was, and then no one's going to be able to get any names anymore, but you got it perfectly. What the fuck is this? Airing Monday at 3 p.m. You can catch me there, and then check out Trivia Hops. Also, check out Shadowrun Corporate Sins on Wednesdays. My name is Aaron Kirby. You guys, thanks so much for coming out tonight. We love you. See you next week. We love you all. Alexa.
I love you.
I love you.
Thanks. It's good to be appreciated.
You're just the worst.
I hope she says I know sometime.
Shut it down.
Pew, pew,
Shut
pew,
it down.